my dear friends, my dear masters, my dear gods. So today's wisdom we are going to share with you. ఈరోజు ప్రత్యేక ఈ జ్ఞానాన్ని మనం పంచబోతున్నాం. ನಾವು ವಿಶೇಷವಾದ ಜ್ಞಾನವನ್ನು ತಿಳ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋಕೆ ಪ್ರಯತ್ನ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. ಇವತ್ತಿನ ಭಾನುವಾರ ಸ್ಪೆಷಲ್ ವಿಸ್ಡಮ್ ವಿಶೇಷ ಜ್ಞಾನ. ಇವತ್ತಿನ ವಿಶೇಷ ಜ್ಞಾನ, ದ ಸ್ಪೆಷಲ್ ವಿಸ್ಡಮ್ ಟುಡೇ ವಿ ಆರ್ ಗೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಟು ಲರ್ನ್ ಈಸ್ there is something, in a medical, especially modern medical system. About modern medical system, you always need to trust and verify, and why you need to question the medical advice any doctor gives, for example. Okay, many of the modern medical system, especially, it is not perfect, as we all know about this very clearly. But let me give a practical and researched some of the facts in front of you today. Why you cannot trust the advice or a suggestion given by a modern medical doctors or a modern medical system. You cannot believe blindly. That's what we need to discuss today. We are going to discuss for next 30-40 minutes. Okay. ಸೊ ಇವತ್ತಿನ ವಿಶೇಷ ಜ್ಞಾನ ಏನಂತಂದ್ರೆ, ಇತ್ತೀಚಿನ ವೈದ್ಯೋ ನಾರಾಯಣ ಹರಿ, ಆಯ್ತಾ. ಸೊ ಆದ್ರೆ ಅವರು ಕೊಡುವಂತ ಸಲಹೆಗಳು, ಕೊಡುವಂತ ಮದ್ದು, ಮೆಡಿಸಿನ್ಸ್ ಯಾಕೆ ತಗೋಬಾರದು ಬ್ಲೈಂಡ್ ಆಗಿ, ಕಣ್ಣು ಮುಚ್ಕೊಂಡು ತಗೊಂಡದು ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲ. ಅದಕ್ಕೂ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಇರುವಂತ ಜ್ಞಾನವನ್ನು, ಇಂಗಿತ ಜ್ಞಾನವನ್ನು, ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಕಾಮನ್ ಸೆನ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನು, ಮತ್ತೆ ಸಲಹೆಗಳು, ಬೇರೆ ಕಡೆಯಿಂದ ಸಲಹೆಗಳು, ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಒಪಿನಿಯನ್ ತಗೊಳ್ಳೋದಾಗ್ಲಿ, ಮತ್ತೆ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿರುವಂತ ಮನೆ ಮದ್ದುಗಳು ತಗೊಳ್ಳೋದಾಗ್ಲಿ, ಬಿಫೋರ್ ಗೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಟು ಎನಿ ಸರ್ಜರಿ, ರೈಟ್, ಟೇಕಿಂಗ್ ಆಂಟಿಬಯೋಟಿಕ್ಸ್, ಟೇಕಿಂಗ್ ಸೋ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ ಲೈಕ್ ವೆರಿ ಸ್ಟ್ರಾಂಗ್ ಇಂಜೆಕ್ಷನ್ಸ್, ಇಟ್ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಬಿ ಎನಿಥಿಂಗ್, ಹಾರ್ಮೋನ್ ಇಂಜೆಕ್ಷನ್ಸ್, ವಾಟ್ ಎವರ್, ಡೋಂಟ್ ಗೋ ಫಾರ್ ದ್ಯಾಟ್. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಆ ಬ್ಲೈಂಡ್ ಆಗಿ ಹೋಗ್ಬಾರ್ದು. మనం ఏది కూడా ఈ మోడర్న్ డాక్టర్స్ అంటే మోడర్న్ మెడికల్ సిస్టమ్ ఉంది కదా, సో వాళ్ళు ఇచ్చేటువంటి సలహాలు కానీ, వాళ్ళు ఇచ్చే మెడిసిన్స్ కానీ, వాళ్ళు ఇచ్చే హార్మోన్ ఇంజెక్షన్స్, యాంటీబయాటిక్స్, ఓకే, బ్లైండ్గా తీసుకోకూడదు. ఎందుకు, ఏమిటి, ఎలా, సో వీటి గురించి వివరంగా తెలుసుకుందాం, సైంటిఫిక్గా తెలుసుకుందాం. దెర్ ఆర్ మెనీ సైంటిఫిక్ థింగ్స్ వీ నీడ్ టు అండర్స్టాండ్. ఓకే, సో when it comes to the health, modern society, they have a lot of faith on the medical professionals, especially because the modern medical system is very strong in the whole world. They are dominating the all other kinds of alternative systems. ಇತ್ತೀಚಿನ ಸಮಯದಲ್ಲಿ ಈ ನವೀನ ವೈದ್ಯ ಅಂತ ಏನಿದೆಯೋ ಅದು ತುಂಬಾ ಬಲವಾಗಿದೆ, ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ವೆರಿ ಸ್ಟ್ರಾಂಗ್ ಆಗಿದೆ. ಇಡೀ ಪ್ರಪಂಚಾದ್ಯಂತ ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಹೆಲ್ತ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ ಮೇಲೆ, ಹೆಲ್ತ್ ಅಂದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಅವ್ರನ್ನೇ ನಂಬ್ತಾರೆ. ಎವ್ರಿಬಡಿ ಗೋ ಟು ದೆಮ್ ಓನ್ಲಿ, ಎವ್ರಿಬಡಿ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಸ್ಟ್ರಾಂಗ್ ಫೇತ್ ಆನ್ ದ ಮಾಡರ್ನ್ ಮೆಡಿಕಲ್ ಸಿಸ್ಟಮ್. ಸೊ ಅದರ್ ಆಲ್ಟರ್ನೇಟಿವ್ ಸಿಸ್ಟಮ್ಸ್ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ನಾಟ್ ಬಿಕಮ್ ಪಾಪ್ಯುಲರ್ ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ದಿ ಮಾಡರ್ನ್ ಮೆಡಿಕಲ್ ಸಿಸ್ಟಮ್ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಡಾಮಿನೇಟೆಡ್ ದಟ್ with their marketing strategy, the kind of the publicity they give, isn't it? And the kind of equipment, the kind of modern medical infrastructure. With all these things, people have got blind faith or more faith on the modern medical system. Understood? So that is why, of course, they have saved millions of people, billions of lives also when there is an emergency. Modern medical system has done its role ಅಲ್ವಾ. ಸೊ ಅವರು ಇತ್ತೀಚಿನ ಸಮಯದಲ್ಲಿ ಅವರು ಡೆವಲಪ್ ಮಾಡಿರುವಂತ ಸರ್ಜರಿ ಎಕ್ವಿಪ್ಮೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಆಗಲಿ, ಡಯಾಗ್ನೋಸಿಸ್ ಸಿಸ್ಟಮ್ಸ್ ಆಗಲಿ, ಯಾವುದೇ ಎಮರ್ಜೆನ್ಸಿ ತುರ್ತು ಸ್ಥಿತಿ ಬಂದಿದ್ರೆ ಅಲ್ವಾ, ಅರ್ಜೆಂಟ್ ಪರಿಸ್ಥಿತಿ ಬಂದ್ರೆ ತುಂಬಾ ಜನ ಕಾಪಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಅದು ಸತ್ಯ, ಅದು ನಾವು ನಂಬಲೇಬೇಕು, ಅದು ಸ್ವೀಕರಿಸಬೇಕು. సో మీకు తెలిసి ఉంటుంది, ఈ ఇటీవల కాలంలో ఏదైనా సర్జరీ జరిగేంత పరిస్థితి వస్తే మోడర్న్ మెడికల్ సిస్టమ్ ఇస్ గుడ్ ఫర్ దట్ కదా. సో మనం చూస్తూ ఉంటాం, యాక్సిడెంట్స్ అవుతాయి, సడన్ కొలాప్స్ అవుతుంది. ఎవరో ఒక ఏజ్ అయినటువంటి వ్యక్తి సడన్ గా బ్రీతింగ్ ప్రాబ్లం వస్తుంది కదా, సడన్ యూరినేషన్ స్టాప్ అవుతుంది. సో ఇలాంటి ఎన్నో పరిస్థితులు, అర్జెంట్ ఎమర్జెన్సీ సిచ్యువేషన్స్ వచ్చినప్పుడు మోడర్న్ మెడికల్ సిస్టమ్ దగ్గర ఉన్నటువంటి ఎక్విప్మెంట్ కావచ్చు, డయాగ్నోసిస్ కావచ్చు, చాలా హెల్ప్ అవుతుంది. రైట్. సో ఇట్స్ వెరీ ఇంపార్టెంట్. బట్ వన్ థింగ్ ఈస్ వెరీ ఇంపార్టెంట్. సో whatever they have done, best is we have to accept it. Whatever they have done, whatever they achieved till now. But always remember one important thing is medicine, the modern medicine is not perfect in its condition. It is not perfect. It means it is not all the time good for everything. Right? So that's very important. So there are so many examples, so many cases in the history of the entire world, right? This modern medicine has become disastrously wrong. It went very, very wrong in many, many cases, right? So that is very important. So what people thought as a best treatment, right? Then slowly, it will end up in suffering, even the death also many times. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನಾಗತ್ತೆ, ಈ ನಾವು ಅನ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದ ಪ್ರಕಾರ ಮಾಡರ್ನ್ ಮೆಡಿಕಲ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನವೀನ ವೈದ್ಯ ತುಂಬಾ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದೆ, ಒಳ್ಳೆ ಹೆಲ್ಪ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದೆ ಅಂತ ನಾವು ಅನ್ಕೊಂತೀವಿ. ಅವ್ರು ಕೊಟ್ಟಿರುವಂತ ಸಲಹೆಗಳು ಅನೇಕ ಬಾರಿ ಏನಾಗಿದೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ರಾಂಗ್ ಆಗಿ ಪ್ರೂವ್ ಆಗಿದೆ. ಇನ್ನು ಹೇಳ್ಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ ಅದು ನಿಧಾನವಾಗಿ, ಈಗ ನೋಡಿ, ಡಯಾಬಿಟಿಸ್ ಬಂದ್ರೆ ಮೆಡಿಸಿನ್ ತಗೋಲಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ ಅಲ್ವಾ. ಆ ಮೆಡಿಸಿನ್ ಎಷ್ಟು ಹೊತ್ತು ತಗೋಬೇಕು ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಇಡೀ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಪೂರ್ತಿ ಜೀವ ಪರ್ಯಾಂತ ತಗೋಲಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ, ಜೀವನ ಪರ್ಯಾಂತ ತಗೋಲಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. ಯಾವುದಕ್ಕೂ ಇನ್ನು ಬೇರೆ ಸಲಹೆ ಕೊಡಲ್ಲ ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ. ಯಾಕೆ? ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ನ್ಯೂಟ್ರಿಷನ್ ಆ ಐಡಿಯಾ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಅವರು ಓದೋ ಸಮಯದಲ್ಲಿ ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ ಕೋರ್ಸಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವುದೇ ನ್ಯೂಟ್ರಿಷನ್ ಬಗ್ಗೆ, ಡೈಟ್ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಅವ್ರಿಗೂ ತಿಳುವಳಿಕೆ ಇಲ್ಲ, ಜ್ಞಾನ ಇಲ್ಲ. ನೋಡಿದ್ರ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಾಗತ್ತಂದ್ರೆ ಮದ್ದು ಕೊಡೋದು, ಅದನ್ನು ಯಾವ ಮೆಡಿಸಿನ್ ಕೊಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರು ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ, ಯಾವ ಕಂಪನಿಯವರು ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಮಾರ್ಜಿನ್ ಕೊಡ್ತಾರೋ, ಯಾವ ಕಂಪನಿಯವರು ಒಳ್ಳೆ ಗಿಫ್ಟ್ಸ್ ಕೊಡ್ತಾರೋ ಅದೇ ಮದ್ದು ಬರಿತಾನೇ ಇರ್ತಾರೆ. ఇది సర్వసామాన్య ಆಗ್ಬಿಟ್ಟಿದೆ. మనం చూస్తూ ఉంటాము ఇటీవల కాలంలో మోడర్న్ అంటే ఈ నవీన వైద్యం చాలా అద్భుతంగా పనిచేస్తుంది అనుకొని వాళ్ళ మీద నమ్మకం పెట్టుకొని ఏవో కొన్ని సలహాలు తీసుకొని కొన్ని వైద్యాలు మనం పాటిస్తూ పోతే నిదానంగా, అంటే రాబోయే కాలంలో దీర్ఘకాలంగా తీసుకుంటూ పోతాం కదా. ఈ ఉదాహరణకి డయాబెటీస్ మెడిసిన్ తీసుకుంటాం. సో వాళ్ళు ఏం చెప్తారు, డయాబెటీస్ వచ్చిందంటే ఓకే, ఇఫ్ యువర్ డయాబెటీస్ ఇస్ మోర్ దాన్ 180, 200 and above, ఇన్ఫ్యాక్ట్ అప్ టు 250 నో ప్రాబ్లమ్ అట్ ఆల్. బట్ ఈవెన్ 200 దాటితే ఇమ్మీడియట్గా మెడిసిన్ స్టార్ట్ చేస్తాం. అది తీసుకుంటే ఆ మెడిసిన్ డోస్ కొద్దిగా తీసుకుంటూ పోతే కొన్ని ఇయర్స్, 5-10 years, యువర్ కిడ్నీ విల్ డ్యామేజ్. ఫస్ట్ వాట్ విల్ హ్యాపెన్ ఇస్ యువర్ కిడ్నీ విల్ బి డ్యామేజ్డ్. దెన్ వాట్ దే సే, కిడ్నీ సరిగా డయాలసిస్ చేయట్లేదు అంటే మీ యొక్క రక్తాన్ని ఫిల్టర్ చేయట్లేదు, మీరు డయాలసిస్కి రండి అని చెప్తారు. లేదంటే అంతకుముందు ఇంకొక ప్రయత్నం ఏం చేస్తారంటే, ಈ ಶುಗರ್ ಎಸ್ಪೆಷಲಿ ಡಯಾಬಿಟಿಸ್ ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಇನ್ಸುಲಿನ್ ಕೊಡೋದು ಶುರು ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಮೆಡಿಸಿನ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಸ್ಟ್ರಾಂಗ್ ಡೋಸ್ ಆಯ್ತಲ್ಲ, ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಇನ್ಸುಲಿನ್ ಕೊಡ್ತಾರೆ, ಇನ್ಸುಲಿನ್ ಇಂಜೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಕೊಡ್ತಾರೆ. ತಕ್ಷಣವೇ ಇನ್ಸುಲಿನ್ ರಕ್ತ ಒಳಗಡೆ ಕಲಿಸಿ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಅಲ್ಲಿರುವಂಥ ಶುಗರ್ ಅನ್ನು ಬ್ರೇಕ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಸೆಲ್ಸ್ ಒಳಗೆ ಕಲಿಸೋದು, ಇಲ್ಲಾಂದ್ರೆ ಮೂತ್ರದಿಂದ ಆಚೆ ಕಡೆ ಕಲಿಸೋಕೆ ಪ್ರಯತ್ನ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇರ್ತಾರೆ. ಬ್ಲಡ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಶುಗರ್ ಅನ್ನು ಯಾವಾಗ ಖಾಲಿ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇರ್ತಾರೆ ಆ ಇನ್ಸುಲಿನ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟು. ಸೊ ದಿಸ್ ಹೌ ದೇ ವರ್ಕ್, ಅಂಡರ್ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡ್. But it won't work for long time, friends. What you need to do, you need to correct the pancreas first. You need to make sure your pancreas works properly by eating good food, having good lifestyle, proper sleep, isn't it? And proper intake of pranic energy, meditation, right? All the pranayama techniques, isn't it? Proper exercise, proper diet, proper lifestyle, drinking good amount of water. If you do all this, if you supply the proper nutrition to your body, automatically your pancreas beta cells which are gone for the death, which are died, will come back again. ಸೊ ದಟ್ ಯುವರ್ ಪ್ಯಾನ್ಕ್ರಿಯಾಸ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ರೀಬಿಲ್ಟ್. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತಾ? ಸೊ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಪ್ಯಾನ್ಕ್ರಿಯಾಸ್ ಅನ್ನು ರೀಬಿಲ್ಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ, ಅದನ್ನು ಸ್ವಚ್ಛಗೊಳಿಸ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ, ಅದನ್ನು ಆರೋಗ್ಯಕರ ಪ್ಯಾನ್ಕ್ರಿಯಾಸ್ ಮತ್ತೆ ಪುನರ್ನಿರ್ಮಾಣ ಮಾಡಿ. ಅಷ್ಟೇ ಬೇಕಾಗಿರೋದು ಶುಗರ್ಗೆ. ಆಯ್ತಾ? ಹೆಚ್ಚಿನ ಶುಗರ್ ಇದ್ರೂ, ಓಕೆ, ಹೆಚ್ಚು ಶುಗರ್ ಒಳಗಡೆ ರಕ್ತ ಒಳಗಡೆ ಇದ್ರೂ ಅದು ಖಾಲಿ ಮಾಡುವಂಥ ವ್ಯವಹಾರ ನಮಗೆ ಅನೇಕ ವಿಧ 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 ಚಿಕಿತ್ಸೆಗಳಿದೆ. ಉದಾಹರಣೆಗೆ ಫಾಸ್ಟಿಂಗ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಅಲ್ವಾ? ಫಾಸ್ಟಿಂಗ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು ಆ ಒಳಗಡೆ ಇರುವಂಥ ಟಾಕ್ಸಿನ್ಸು, ಬ್ಲಡ್ ಒಳಗಡೆ ಶುಗರು, ಹೆಚ್ಚಿನ ಶುಗರು, ಟಾಕ್ಸಿನ್ಸು ಎಲ್ಲನೂ ಅದು ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಂದರೆ ಅವತ್ತು ಮೂತ್ರದಿಂದ ಇಲ್ಲ ಮಲದಿಂದ ಆಚೆ ಕಡೆ ಕಲಿಸ್ತದೆ ಅಲ್ವಾ? ಇಲ್ಲಾಂದ್ರೆ ಒಳ್ಳೆ ಎಕ್ಸಸೈಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರೆ ನಮ್ಮಲ್ಲಿರುವಂಥ ಆ ಶುಗರನ್ನು ಕರಗಿಸುವಂಥ ಅವಕಾಶ ಇದೆ. ಶುಗರೇ ಕೆಟ್ಟೆ ಕೊಬ್ಬು ಅಲ್ವಾ? ಬ್ಯಾಡ್ ಫ್ಯಾಟ್ ಆರ್ LDL ಇಸ್ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಟು ದಿ ಒನ್ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಆಫ್ ಶುಗರ್. ಅದು ಯಾವುದೋ ಬೇರೆದಲ್ಲ. ಶುಗರು ಡಿಪಾಸಿಟ್ ಆಗಿ 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 ಅದೇನಾಗತ್ತಂದ್ರೆ ಇಟ್ ಬಿಕಮ್ಸ್ LDL. ಅಂಡರ್ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡ್? ಇಟ್ಸ್ ಎ ಬ್ಯಾಡ್ ಕೊಲೆಸ್ಟ್ರಾಲ್, ವಿ ಕಾಲ್ ಇಟ್ ಆಸ್. ಅದನ್ನು ಕಡಿಮೆ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಹೋಗಿ. ಇಷ್ಟೆಲ್ಲ ಇದ್ಕೊಂಡು ಓಕೆ, ನಾವು ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ಸ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿರೋದೇ ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಅಂತ ಮುಂದಕ್ಕೆ ಹೋಗಿ ಎಷ್ಟೋ ಎಫೆಕ್ಟ್ಗಳಾಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ಸೊ ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ ನಿಮಗೆ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ಸ್ಗಳು ಹೇಳ್ತೀನಿ, ಆಯ್ತಾ? ಸೊ ವಾಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ಹ್ಯಾಪನ್ ಇಸ್ very important is, so some of the examples if you go through you will understand in the history. ಅಂದರೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಇಂದಿನ ಅಂದರೆ ಟೋಟಲ್ ಈ ಪ್ರಪಂಚಾದ್ಯಂತದಲ್ಲಿ ಇವರು ಕೊಟ್ಟಿರುವಂಥ ಮೆಡಿಕಲ್ ಅಡ್ವೈಸ್ ಫಾಲೋ ಮಾಡಿ అనేక దురంతಗಳಾಗಿದೆ. మనం చూసుకోవచ్చు మన అంటే ఈ యొక్క ప్రపంచం యొక్క హిస్టరీలో ఈ యొక్క చరిత్రలో చూసుకుంటే ఎంతో మందికి వాళ్ళు ఇచ్చిన సలహాలే గొప్ప గొప్ప వ్యక్తులకి రాంగ్గా వర్క్ అయ్యి వాళ్ళు చనిపోవడం కూడా జరిగింది. దే డైడ్. ఓకే, సో దట్స్ హౌ దీస్ ఆర్ ది సమ్ ఆఫ్ ద ఎగ్జాంపుల్స్ వి విల్ ట్రై టు see now. First thing is one example I will explain you. So they have said that it's a best cure, but that have killed many millions of people. The modern medical system only one particular technique they applied throughout the world they applied, right? That is blood letting. blood letting ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು? ಬ್ಲಡ್ ಲೆಟ್ಟಿಂಗ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನಿಮ್ಮ ರಕ್ತವನ್ನು ತೆಗೆಯೋದು ಒಳಗಡೆಯಿಂದ. ಏನಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ they very clearly say that thousands of years doctors believe that most illnesses, most diseases are right, they were cured by bad blood. They are caused by bad blood. Okay, now what is the solution? Take out the blood. Take out all the blood which is there inside, so that it will restore the health. What they do? They were cutting the veins and otherwise they are applying leeches to suck the all blood from the human body. They were sucking almost 40% of the blood. You know that? So that's what they were trying. So they have done like that. One of the best case, the blood letting has gone wrong in the case of George Washington. Who was the George Washington? So in 1799, okay, this first US president developed a throat infection. So these doctors performed almost four rounds of bloodletting in a single day, removing the total almost like estimated 40% of his blood is removed. Okay, so surprisingly, instead of recovering, the same day night he died. Understood? So ನೀವು ಅರ್ಥ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ, ಹಿಸ್ಟ್ರಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಅಂದರೆ ಈ ಹಿಸ್ಟ್ರಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಚರಿತ್ರದಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ಸಂಘಟನೆ ಅಂದರೆ ಈ ಮಾಡರ್ನ್ ಮೆಡಿಕಲ್ ಅಡ್ವೈಸಸ್ ಯಾವ ಥರ ರಾಂಗ್ ಆಗತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ, ಈ ಮಾಡರ್ನ್ ಮೆಡಿಕಲ್ ಟ್ರೀಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ಸು ಯಾವ ಥರ ರಾಂಗ್ ಆಗತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಹೇಳಕ್ಕೆ ಒಂದು ಪ್ರಯತ್ನ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. ಒಂದು ಬ್ಲಡ್ ಲೆಟ್ಟಿಂಗ್ ಅಂದರೆ ರಕ್ತವನ್ನು ಒಳಗಡೆಯಿಂದ ತೆಗೆಯೋದು. ಇದಕ್ಕೂ ಎರಡು ಪದ್ಧತಿಗಳಿದೆ. ಒಂದು ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ, ನಿಮ್ಮ ಒಳಗಡೆ ವೇನ್ಸ್ ಕಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಅದನ್ನು ರಕ್ತವನ್ನು ಆಚೆ ಕಡೆ ತೆಗಿತಾರೆ. ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ ಅಂದರೆ ಇದೊಂದು ಲೀಚೀಸ್ ಅಂತಂದ ಇದೆಯಲ್ಲ, ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ. ಲೀಚೀಸ್ ಅಂದರೆ ಅದೊಂದು ಸಣ್ಣ ಒಂದು ಮೀನು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ಬೋದು, ವಾಟ್ ಎವರ್. ಸೊ ಅದನ್ನು ಉಪಯೋಗಿಸಿ ನಿಮ್ಮ ರಕ್ತವನ್ನು ಒಳಗಡೆಯಿಂದ ಸಕ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಆ ಥರ ಮಾಡಿ ಮಾಡಿ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಬ್ಯಾಡ್ ಬ್ಲಡ್ ಅಂದರೆ ಕೆಟ್ಟೆ ರಕ್ತವು ಅಂತಂದರೆ ಒಂಥರ ವಿಷಪೂರಿತ ಇರುವಂಥ ಆ ರಕ್ತವನ್ನು ಹೊರಗಡೆಯಿಂದ ತೆಗಿತಾರೆ. ಆ ರೀತಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ತೆಗೆದ್ರೆ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಆರೋಗ್ಯ ಸರಿ ಹೋಗುತ್ತೆ. ಬ್ಯಾಡ್ ಬ್ಲಡ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಹೋದ್ರೆ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಆರೋಗ್ಯ ಸರಿ ಹೋಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ ಒಂದು ಟೆಕ್ನಿಕ್ ಸುಮಾರು ಹಳೆಯ ಕಾಲದಿಂದ ಈ ಮಾಡರ್ನ್ ಮೆಡಿಕಲ್ ಸಿಸ್ಟಮ್ ನವೀನ ವೈದ್ಯರು ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಬಂದರು. ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ ತುಂಬಾ ಜನ ಸಾವು ಅನುಭವಿಸಿದ್ದಾರೆ ನೋಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. ಹೇಗಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಇದಕ್ಕೊಂದು ಪರ್ಫೆಕ್ಟ್ ಉದಾಹರಣೆ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಜಾರ್ಜ್ ವಾಷಿಂಗ್ಟನ್, ಮೊಟ್ಟ ಮೊದಲನೇದಾಗಿ US ಪ್ರೆಸಿಡೆಂಟ್ ಅವರೇ. ಆಯ್ತಾ? ಅದು 1799 ಅಂದ್ರೆ ತೊಂಬತ್ತು ತೊಂಬತ್ತು ಅನ್ನೋದು 1799. ಆ ಆ ಯಶಸ್ವಿದೆ. ಆ ಯಶಸ್ವಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಾಗಿದೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಥ್ರೋಟ್ ಇನ್ಫೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಅವನು ಕರ್ಕೊಂಡೋಗಿ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ, ಥ್ರೋಟ್ ಇನ್ಫೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಬಂದಿದ್ದಕ್ಕೂ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಒಳಗಡೆ ಇರುವಂತ ಬ್ಲಡ್ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಕೆಟ್ಟದಾಗಿದೆ, ವಿಷಪೂರಿತ ಆಗಿದೆ, ಅದನ್ನು ತೆಗಿತೀವಿ ಅಂತ ತಗೊಂಡೋಗಿ ಒಂದೇ ದಿವಸ ಅವತ್ತು ನೈಟೇ 4 ಸರಿ ಬ್ಲಡ್ ಅನ್ನು ತೆಗಿತಾರೆ. ತೆಗೆಯುವಾಗ ಏನಾಗತ್ತೆ, ಅವರು ರಿಕವರ್ ಆಗೋದ್ ಬದಲಾಗಿ ಅವತ್ತು ನೈಟೇ ಸಾವು ಅನುಭವಿಸ್ತಾರೆ. ನೋಡಿದ್ರ? సో అర్థమైంది కదా. సో ఈ విధంగా ఈ మోడర్న్ మెడికల్ సిస్టంలో ఏం జరుగుతుందంటే వాళ్ళు ఇచ్చేటువంటి అడ్వైజులు ఎన్నో ఉంటాయి. అవి మనం ఏమనుకుంటామంటే కరెక్ట్ ఉంటాయి, ఎందుకంటే వాళ్ళంతా బాగా చదివారు, మెడికల్ కాలేజ్ చదివి వచ్చారు, పెద్ద పెద్ద యూనివర్సిటీలో చదివి వచ్చారు, హాస్పిటల్ చూస్తే చాలా బాగుంది, గ్రేట్ హాస్పిటల్ కదా. ఇవన్నీ నమ్మకాలతో మనం ఏం చేస్తామంటే వాళ్ళు చెప్పినవి గుడ్డిగా ఫాలో అవుతుంటాము. అది చేయకూడదు. సో దీంట్లో ఏమైందంటే ఇటీవల కాలంలో కొన్ని ఎగ్జాంపుల్స్ జరిగాయి మన హిస్టరీలో. అంటే మన ఇన్ని సంవత్సరాలుగా ఒక 200 ఇయర్స్గా చూస్తే, 200 ఇయర్స్ 300 ఇయర్స్ తీసుకుంటే ఆల్మోస్ట్, సో దే డెవలప్డ్ ది సిస్టమ్ ఆల్మోస్ట్ లైక్ 300 ఇయర్స్ ఆర్ 400 ఇయర్స్ నుంచి చూస్తే ఈ మోడర్న్ మెడికల్ సిస్టమ్ నిదానంగా డెవలప్ అవుతూ వచ్చింది. ఓకే. సో దీంట్లో అనేక తప్పులు జరిగాయి వాళ్ళు ఇచ్చేటువంటి అడ్వైస్, వాళ్ళు ఇచ్చేటువంటి ఈ యొక్క ట్రీట్మెంట్ వలన. ఒక్క ఉదాహరణ చెప్తాను మీకు. అదేంటంటే జార్జ్ వాషింగ్టన్ అనేటువంటి మొట్టమొదటి ప్రెసిడెంట్. దేనికి? అమెరికాకి, యునైటెడ్ స్టేట్స్ ఆఫ్ అమెరికా, USA. 1799 1799లో జరిగిన సంఘటన ఇది ఏంటంటే, అతనికి థ్రోట్ ఇన్ఫెక్షన్ వస్తుంది, తీసుకెళ్ళి ఆ బ్లడ్ లెట్టింగ్ అనేది ఒకటి అప్లై చేస్తారు. అంటే వెయిన్స్ లోపల కట్ చేసి బ్లడ్ తీసేస్తారు. ఎందుకంటే బ్లడ్ అది ఒక చెడు రక్తం ఉంది అని వాళ్ళ ఉద్దేశం. అది తీస్తే ఆల్మోస్ట్ 40% బ్లడ్ తీసేస్తారు. అది ఒకే రోజు నైటు 4 సార్లు అప్లై చేస్తారు ఈ బ్లడ్ లెట్టింగ్ అనేది. 4 టైమ్స్ తీసేసరికి 40% బ్లడ్ పోతుంది. ఆ రోజు నైటే ఆయన చావు అనిపిస్తారు. చూసారా? సో దిస్ పర్టికులర్ అడ్వైజ్ వెంట్ రాంగ్. దిస్ ఈస్ కాల్డ్ బ్లడ్ లెట్టింగ్ ప్రాసెస్. ఇంకొక ప్రాసెస్ ఉంది, అది చెప్తాను. సో దట్ ఈస్ కాల్డ్ ల్యాబోటోమిక్స్. వాళ్ళు చేసే కొన్ని తప్పులు ఉంటాయి. సో వీ హ్యావ్ టు బి వెరీ కేర్ఫుల్. ఓకే. సో వీ కాంట్ బ్లైండ్లీ బిలీవ్ వాట్ ఎవర్ దే సే అండ్ యూజ్ ఇట్. అప్లై యువర్ మైండ్, అప్లై యువర్ కామన్ సెన్స్, అండ్ ఆల్సో టేక్ సెకండ్ ఒపీనియన్. అండ్ దేర్ ఆర్ మెనీ మెడికల్ సిస్టమ్. ఫస్ట్ ట్రై దట్. ఇఫ్ దట్ డజంట్ వర్క్, ఇఫ్ దర్ ఇస్ an emergency only, you come here. That's all. Otherwise, don't come to the, taking strong antibiotics or surgeries. Always we must avoid it. Understand? Now, ల్యాబోటమిక్ అనేది ఏంటి అని చూద్దాం. వాట్ ఈస్ ల్యాబోటోమిక్? దిస్ వర్డ్ యు రైట్ డౌన్. ల్యాబోటోమిక్ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು? ಕಟಿಂಗ್ ದ ಬ್ರೈನ್, like when like what doctors believed is, okay, cutting the brain. That's a good idea to remove the mental illnesses. In 1900s, this was the process. Okay. 1900 ಅಂದ್ರೆ 1900s ಆ ಯಶಸ್ವಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಾಗಿತ್ತಂದ್ರೆ, ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ಸ್ ಯಾವ ರೀತಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಅವರು ನಂಬಿಕೆ ಇದಂದ್ರೆ, ನೋಡಿ, ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಏನೇ ಮೆಂಟಲ್ ಇಲ್ನೆಸ್, ಮಾನಸಿಕ ವ್ಯಾಧಿಗಳು ಬಂದ್ರೆ ಒಳಗಡೆ ಇರುವಂತ ಆ ಬ್ರೈನ್ ಅನ್ನು ಕಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರು. ಇದು ಒಂದು ರೀತಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಡೆವಲಪ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಅವರು. ಡೆವಲಪ್ ಮಾಡಿದ ಮೇಲೆ ಈ ಲ್ಯಾಬೋಟಮಿಕ್ ಅಂತ ಡೆವಲಪ್ ಮಾಡಿದ ಮೇಲೆ ಏನಾಯ್ತು ಅಂದ್ರೆ ತುಂಬಾ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ಸ್ ಕಂಡಿಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಅದು ಹೇಗೆ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ, ಆ ವ್ಯಕ್ತಿ ಎಮೋಷನ್ಲೆಸ್ ಆಗ್ತಾನೆ, ಭಾವನೆಗಳೇ ಮಿಸ್ ಆಗ್ತವೆ. ಒಂಥರ ಜೊಂಬೋ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ರೋಬೋಟ್ ಇದಲ್ಲ, ರೋಬೋಟ್ ತರ ಯಾವುದೇ ಫೀಲಿಂಗ್ಸ್ ಇರಲ್ಲ, ಭಾವನೆಗಳು ಎಲ್ಲ ಕೆಟ್ಟೋಗುತ್ತೆ, ಎಲ್ಲ ಜೀರೋ ಆಗ್ಬಿಡ್ತವೆ. ನೋಡಿದ್ರ? సో ఈ యొక్క హిస్టరీలో ఇంకొక సెకండ్ ఈ మోడర్న్ మెడికల్ సిస్టమ్ డెవలప్ చేసిన అనేక విధానాల్లో, ఇప్పుడే బ్లడ్ లెట్టింగ్ చెప్పుకున్నాం కదా, ఇంకోటి వాళ్ళు డెవలప్ చేసింది ల్యాబోటమిక్ అని. ఈ ల్యాబోటమిక్ అంటే ఏంటంటే, ఫ్రెండ్స్, ఇది వినండి, దీన్ని అర్థం చేసుకోండి. ల్యాబోటమిక్ అనేది ఇంకోటి డెవలప్ చేశారు మోడర్న్ డాక్టర్స్. ఇది కూడా తప్పు జరిగింది. ఎలా అంటే, వాళ్ళ ఉద్దేశం ఏమంటే ఎవరికైనా మానసిక వ్యాధి వస్తే బ్రెయిన్లో ఉన్నటువంటి బ్రెయిన్ మన మన మెదడులో కొంత భాగాన్ని కట్ చేస్తారు. కట్ చేస్తే సాల్వ్ అవుతుందని వాళ్ళు భావించారు. ఆ విధంగా చేశారు. చేసిన తర్వాత జరిగింది ఏంటంటే ఆ వ్యక్తి టోటల్గా భావన అతని లోపల ఎలాంటి ఫీలింగ్స్ ఎలాంటి భావనలు ఏవి ఉండవు. ఒక రోబోట్ లాగా తయారైపోతాడు. సో ఇది జరిగింది. దీనికి సో వన్ ఆఫ్ ది బెస్ట్ అడ్వకేట్ అంటే బెస్ట్ డాక్టర్ ఎవరంటే దీన్ని డెవలప్ చేసింది వాల్టర్ ఫ్రీమ్యాన్. ఈ వాల్టర్ ఫ్రీమ్యాన్ సో ఈ వెంట్ అరౌండ్ ఆల్ త్రూ ద యుఎస్ అండ్ పెర్ఫార్మ్డ్ థౌజండ్స్ ఆఫ్ ల్యాబోటమిక్స్. ఓకే. సో he has done many operations. Especially in America, what happened? Many people suffer from the mental illnesses. You know that, right? It's a developed nation. ಇದು ಏನಾಗತ್ತಂದ್ರೆ ಇತ್ತೀಚಿನ ಸಮಯದಲ್ಲಿ ಸುಮಾರು ವರ್ಷಗಳಿಂದ ನೂರಾರು ವರ್ಷಗಳಿಂದ ಅಮೆರಿಕ ಅಂತ ದೇಶದಲ್ಲಿ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇಂಡಸ್ಟ್ರಿಯಲ್ ರೆವಲ್ಯೂಷನ್ ಬಂದಿದ ಮೇಲೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಈ ಪಾರಿಶ್ರಾಮಿಕ ಅಭಿವೃದ್ಧಿ ಅನ್ನೋದು ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಆದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ಬಂದಿರುವಂತ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಏನಪ್ಪಾ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಅವರು ಯಾವುದೇ ಆರೋಗ್ಯಕ್ಕೆ ಸಮಯ ಕೊಡೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ಹೆಚ್ಚು ಸಮಯ ಅವ್ರು ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ ಇರೋದು ಅಲ್ವಾ, ಯಾವುದೇ ರೆಸ್ಟ್ ಕೊಡೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ಮತ್ತೆ ಆ ರೀತಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಮತ್ತೆ ಹೆಚ್ಚು ಪಾರಿಶ್ರಾಮಿಕ ಟೆಕ್ನಾಲಜಿಕಲ್ ಡೆವಲಪ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಆದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಅವರು ನಿದ್ದೆ ಕೆಟ್ಟೋಯ್ತು ಅಲ್ವಾ. ಆಮೇಲೆ ಸ್ಟ್ರೆಸ್ ಹೆಚ್ಚಾಯಿತು, ಸ್ಟ್ರೆಸ್ ಹಾರ್ಮೋನ್ಸ್ ಹೆಚ್ಚಾಯಿತು, ಕಾರ್ಟಿಸಾಲ್ ಹೆಚ್ಚಾಯಿತು. ಅವಾಗ ಮಾನಸಿಕವಾಗಿ ಒಂಥರ ಡಿಪ್ರೆಷನ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ ಅಲ್ವಾ. ಆ ಡಿಪ್ರೆಷನ್ ಬರುವ ಮಾನಸಿಕವಾಗಿ ಡಿಪ್ರೆಷನ್ ಬಂದ್ರೆ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಸೈಕೋಥೆರಪಿಸ್ಟ್ ಹತ್ರ ಹೋಗ್ತಾ ಇರ್ತಾರೆ, ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ಸ್ ಹತ್ರ. ಆ ರೀತಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಈ ವಾಲ್ಟರ್ ಫ್ರೀಮನ್ ಅವರು ಏನ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ಇದೊಂದು ಡೆವಲಪ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಅವ್ರ ಬ್ರೈನ್ ಒಳಗಡೆ ಇರುವಂತ ಬ್ರೈನ್ ಅನ್ನು ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಪೋರ್ಷನ್ ಅನ್ನು ಕಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಆ ರೀತಿ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರು. ಇದನ್ನೇ ಲ್ಯಾಬೋಟೆಮಿಕ್ ಅಂತ ಒಂದು ಪ್ರಾಸೆಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು. ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ವಿಕ್ಟಿಮ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ಬೋದು. One of the victim of this process for this doctor's modern technique is John F. Kennedy. John F. Kennedy, who was he? He was again president of America. Our sister ಹೆಸರು ರೋಸ್ಮೇರಿ ಕೆನಡೆ. ಯಾರವರು? ರೋಸ್ಮೇರಿ ಕೆನಡೆ. She went for a labotomy at the age of 23. Imagine. So she totally after the operation she became totally like dumb. That means she can't talk, she can't speak. Rest of the life she can't speak. Rest of the life, so her voice, her speaking ability, that means she can't talk anything, she became dumb. ಅರ್ಥ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. ಸೊ ಏನಾಯ್ತಂದ್ರೆ ಈ ಪದ್ಧತಿ ಲ್ಯಾಬೋಟಮಿಕ್ ಅಂತ ಏನಿದೆಯೋ ಇದು ಪ್ರಕಾರ, ಈ ಅಡ್ವೈಸ್ ಪ್ರಕಾರ ಜಾನ್ ಎಫ್ ಕೆನಡಿ ಅಂತ ಅಮೆರಿಕ ರಾಷ್ಟ್ರೀಯ ಅಧ್ಯಕ್ಷರು ಆ ಸಮಯದಲ್ಲಿ ಅವರ ಸಿಸ್ಟರ್, ಅವರ ತಂಗಿ ಇದೆಲ್ಲ, ಅವರ ಹೆಸರು ರೋಸ್ಮೇರಿ ಕೆನಡಿ. ಅವರು ಈ ಲ್ಯಾಬೋಟೆಕ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ ಮೇಲೆ ಅವರು ಧ್ವನಿ, ಎಸ್ಪೆಷಲಿ ಗಂಟ್ಲಿಂದ ಬರುವಂತ ಧ್ವನಿ, ಆ ವಾಯ್ಸ್ ವೋಕಲ್ ಕಾರ್ಡ್ಸ್ ಡ್ಯಾಮೇಜ್ ಆಗಿ ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟ್ಲಿ ಅವರು ಮೂಗಾಗ್ತಾರೆ. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಮಾತಾಡಕ್ಕೂ ಬರಲ್ಲ, ಇಡೀ లైఫ్లే మాట్లాడక ಬಂದಿಲ್ಲ. చూశారా? సో ఇలాంటివి చేయడం వలన కొన్ని ఇలాంటి అనర్థాలు జరుగుతూ వచ్చాయి సొసైటీలో. ఇట్లాంటివి చాలా చేశారు వాళ్ళు, ఎస్పెషల్లీ మోడర్న్ మెడికల్ సిస్టంలో. ఓకే. సో ಅದು ಅರ್ಥ చేసుకోవాలి. ಸೊ ಈ ರೀತಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಮೆಂಟಲ್ ಇಲ್ನೆಸ್ಗೆ ಏನು ಮಾಡಬೇಕು? ನಮ್ಮ ಹತ್ರ ಅನೇಕ ಟೆಕ್ನಿಕ್ ಇದೆ. ನಮ್ಮ ಆಯುರ್ವೇದ, ನಮ್ಮ ಸನಾತನ ಧರ್ಮದಲ್ಲಿ ಎಷ್ಟು ಪದ್ಧತಿಗಳಿದೆ. ಹೌ ಮೆನಿ ಮೆಥಡ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ದೇರ್ ಇನ್ ಅವರ್ ಓನ್ ಏನ್ಷಿಯಂಟ್ ಇಂಡಿಯಾ in order to take care of the mental illness, isn't it? We have meditation, we have pranayama, we have pranic healing, isn't it? And having a best satsanga with the gurus and masters, going to temple, so live with the positive people, right? All these things will remove mental illness. ಮಾನಸಿಕ ಚಿಂತೆ, ಮಾನಸಿಕ ಬಾಧೆ ತೊಲಗಿಸ್ಕೋಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ಮೆಥಡ್ಸ್ ಇತ್ತು ನಮ್ಮ ಹತ್ರ, ಎಷ್ಟು ಮೆಥಡ್ಸ್ ಇದೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಹತ್ರ. ದೇರ್ ಆರ್ ಮೆನಿ ಮೆಥಡ್ಸ್. ವೈ ಯು ಗೋ ಫಾರ್ ಈ ಲ್ಯಾಬೋಟಮಿಕ್ ಅಂತ ಯಾಕೆ ಮಾಡ್ಕೋಬೇಕು ನಾವು? ವೈ ವಿ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಗೋ ಫಾರ್ ಲ್ಯಾಬೋಟಮಿಕ್ ವೆನ್ ದೇರ್ ಆರ್ ಮೆನಿ ಮೆಥಡ್ಸ್, ಏನ್ಷಿಯಂಟ್ ಮೆಥಡ್ಸ್ ಅವೈಲೇಬಲ್ ಇನ್ ಅವರ್ ಓನ್ ಇಂಡಿಯನ್ ಸಿಸ್ಟಮ್, ಮೆಡಿಕಲ್ ಸಿಸ್ಟಮ್. ಅಂಡರ್ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡ್? ಸೊ ದಟ್ಸ್ ಹೌ ದೇ ವರ್ ಡೂಯಿಂಗ್ wrongs. Even now, let me tell you, even now, in the recent history, if you take whatever they introduced, right? Maybe they give immediate relief, immediate control on your disease, but it won't give a permanent cure for any disease in the modern medical system. Remember this point very, very carefully. Understand? And some of the examples I'll tell you. In the recent times, maybe in a 50 to 100 years, okay, many times doctors went on strike. Israel, okay, Ireland, many countries, America, all these countries. So there, they have researched very well. When the doctors went on strike, okay, nurses were attending the all the cases, all the patients. What happened is those 3 months, for example, 2 3 months continuous strike by all the doctors. Okay, so-called qualified doctors and specialists. Those 3 months, the death rate perceptibly, the death rate considerably reduced. The death rate considerably fallen down. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತಾ? Nurse were only doing the treatment. You can imagine what is the impact, what is the bad effect of the doctors, what their practices. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತಾ? ಏನಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಇತ್ತೀಚಿನ ಸಮಯದಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು 50 100 ವರ್ಷದಲ್ಲಿ ಅನೇಕ ಬಾರಿ ವಿಧ ವಿಧ ದೇಶಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ವಿಧ ವಿಧ ರಾಷ್ಟ್ರಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಾಗಿದೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ಸ್ ಸ್ಟ್ರೈಕ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಹೋದ್ರು. ಎಲ್ಲ ಸ್ಪೆಷಲಿಸ್ಟ್ಗಳು, ಎಲ್ಲ ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ಸ್ಗಳು, ಜೂನಿಯರ್ ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್, ಸೀನಿಯರ್ ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್, ಹಾಸ್ಪಿಟಲ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇರುವಂತ ಎಲ್ಲ ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ಸು ಸ್ಟ್ರೈಕ್ 2 ತಿಂಗಳು 3 ತಿಂಗಳು ಸ್ಟ್ರೈಕ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು. ಆ ಸಮಯದಲ್ಲಿ ನರ್ಸ್ಗಳು ಇರ್ತಾರಲ್ಲ, ಅವ್ರು ಮಾತ್ರ ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿರುವಂತ ವೈದ್ಯವನ್ನು, ಯಾರೇ ಪೇಷಂಟ್ ಬಂದ್ರೆ ಅವ್ರಿಗೇನೋ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಮದ್ದು ಕೊಡೋದು, ಸುಮ್ಮನೆ ರೆಸ್ಟ್ ಕೊಡೋದು, ಮತ್ತೆ ಈ ಸೆಲೆನ್ ವಾಟರ್ ಕೊಡೋದು ಅಷ್ಟೇ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರು. ಆ 3 ತಿಂಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಅಬ್ಸರ್ವ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಏನಾಗಿದೆ ಗೊತ್ತಾ? ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಮರಣ ಸಂಖ್ಯೆ ತುಂಬಾ ಕಡಿಮೆ ಆಗಿದೆ ಆ 3 ತಿಂಗಳಲ್ಲಿ. ಮತ್ತೆ ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ ಬಂದ್ರು, ಮತ್ತೆ ಮರಣ ಸಂಖ್ಯೆ ದಿನ ದಿನ ಹೆಚ್ಚಾಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ, ದಿನ ದಿನ ಆಗ್ತಾನೆ ಇತ್ತು. ಮತ್ತೆ 3 ತಿಂಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾಕೆ ಈ ಮರಣ ಸಂಖ್ಯೆ ಕಡಿಮೆ ಅಷ್ಟು ಕಡಿಮೆ ಆಗಿದೆ ಅಂತ ರಿಸರ್ಚ್ ಮಾಡಕ್ ಹೋದ್ರೆ ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿರುವಂತ ವಿಷಯಗಳೇನಂದ್ರೆ, ಈ ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ಸ್ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರಂದ್ರೆ ಪೇಷಂಟ್ಗಳಿಗೆ ಕೊಡಬೇಕಾಗಿರುವಂತ ಆ ಮದ್ದು ಕೊಡೋದಿಲ್ಲ, ಹೆಚ್ಚಿನ ಓಕೆ ತೀವ್ರವಾಗಿರುವಂತ ಡೋಸಸ್ ಕೊಡ್ತಾರೆ. ವಾಟ್ ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ಸ್ ಡೂ ಇಸ್ they give lot of higher doses, antibiotics and many other injections which are not necessary, just for the sake of business. Okay, what happens if you write more injections, if you write more tests, if you write more surgeries, they get more income. Understand? So this is how the modern medical system is running. So that's why we have to be careful. So one more ಇನ್ನೊಂದು process ಹೇಳ್ತೀನಿ. ಈ ಮಾಡರ್ನ್ ಮೆಡಿಕಲ್ ಸಿಸ್ಟಮ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಬಂದಿರುವಂತ ಪ್ರಾಸೆಸ್ ತುಂಬಾ ಜನ ಹೆಲ್ಪ್ ಮಾಡುವಂತ ಪ್ರಾಸೆಸ್ ಏನಂತಂದ್ರೆ, ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ಸು ಆಪರೇಷನ್ ಮಾಡಕ್ ಮುಂಚೆ ಹ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ವಾಶ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಹೋಗ್ಬೇಕು. ಅದು ಮುಂಚೆ ಇಂದಿನ ಸಮಯದಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಸಾವಿರಾರು ಜನ ಸತ್ತೋದ್ರು. ಮೆನಿ ಪೀಪಲ್ ಡೈಡ್ ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ದ ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ಸ್ ವರ್ ನಾಟ್ ವಾಷಿಂಗ್ ದೇರ್ ಹ್ಯಾಂಡ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ಟರ್ ಡೂಯಿಂಗ್ ಒನ್ ಆಪರೇಷನ್ ಟು ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಆಪರೇಷನ್. ದೇ ವರ್ ಜಸ್ಟ್ ರನ್ನಿಂಗ್. ಇಸ್ ಸಿಂಪಲ್ ಪ್ರಾಸೆಸ್ ಇದು. It's a very, very simple idea, simple technique or process they were not following earlier times. Understand? See, they attend a dead patient. It's called autopsy. They do mortuary autopsy, isn't it? Straight away they go to delivering the baby. For example, a gynec case, right? They go and deliver the baby. They put their hands in the stomach and everywhere. Then mother will die because of severe infection, isn't it? So they were doing all this so far in the recent times. Then what happened is, so there's one person who researched very well, right? So his name is Dr. Ignaz Semmelweis in 1800. Okay, 1800 ಆ ವರ್ಷದಲ್ಲಿ ಆ ಎಸ್ವಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು, ಒಂದು ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ ಹೆಸರು ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ ಇಗ್ನಾಜ್ ಸೆಮೆಲ್ವೆಸ್. ಇಗ್ನಾಜ್ ಸೆಮೆಲ್ವೆಸ್ ಅಂತ ಅವ್ರ ಹೆಸರು. ಅವರು ಒಂಥರ ಒಂದು ಹೊಸ ಐಡಿಯಾ, ಏನು ಅಂತ ಹೊಸ ಐಡಿಯಾ ಇಲ್ಲ, ಒಂದು ಸಿಂಪಲ್ ಐಡಿಯಾನೆ, ಬಟ್ ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ಸ್ಗೆ ಇದು ಹೇಳ್ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ರು. ನೀವು ಬಿಫೋರ್ ಸರ್ಜರಿ ಹ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ವಾಶ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಹೋಗಿ ಅಂತ. ಆಯ್ತಾ? ಈ ಸಣ್ಣ ಪದ್ಧತಿಯನ್ನು, ಸ್ಮಾಲ್ ಟೆಕ್ನಿಕ್ ಓನ್ಲಿ they introduced and they saved many, I mean the deaths have been dramatically reduced. Understand? But ಆ ಸಮಯದಲ್ಲಿ ಅವ್ರು ಹೇಳಿರುವಂತ 1800 ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಅವ್ರು ಹೇಳಿರುವಂತ ಆ ಪರ್ಟಿಕ್ಯುಲರ್ ಟೆಕ್ನಿಕ್ ಯಾರಿಗೂ ಒಪ್ಪಿಗೆ ಆಗಿಲ್ಲ. ಅದ್ಯಾಕೆ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕು, ಏನಾಗಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ಬ್ಲಂಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರು. ಒಪ್ಪಿಲ್ಲ ಆ ಟೈಮಲ್ಲಿ. ಅವ್ನು ಮೆಂಟಲ್ ಆಗಿ, ಇವನು ಮೆಂಟಲ್ ಪರ್ಸನ್ ಅಂತ ಅವ್ರನ್ನೇ ಒಂಥರ ಮಾನಸಿಕ ವ್ಯಾಧಿ ಇರುವಂಥ ವ್ಯಕ್ತಿ ಅಂತ ಅವನು ಆ ರೀತಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಗುರುತಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರು. ಅವ್ರು ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಅವಾಗ ಒಪ್ಕೊಂಡಿಲ್ಲ. ಆಯ್ತಾ? ಸೊ ನಾವು ಕರೆಂಟ್ಲಿ ನವ ಡೇಸ್ ದಿಸ್ ಹ್ಯಾಸ್ ಬಿಕಮ್ ಎ ಹ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ವಾಷಿಂಗ್ ಇಸ್ ಒನ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಸಿಂಪ್ಲೆಸ್ಟ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಮೋಸ್ಟ್ ಎಫೆಕ್ಟಿವ್ ವೇ ಟು ಪ್ರಿವೆಂಟ್ ಡಿಸೀಸ್. ರೈಟ್? ಇದನ್ನ ಅರ್ಥ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. ಸೊ ಈ ರೀತಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಅನೇಕ ಸಣ್ಣ ಸಣ್ಣ ಟೆಕ್ನಿಕ್ಸೇ ಇರ್ತವೆ. ಬಟ್ ಆದರೆ ಅದು ಮಾಡರ್ನ್ ಮೆಡಿಕಲ್ ಸಿಸ್ಟಮ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇದು ರೀಸೆಂಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಪ್ರತಿಯೊಬ್ಬ ಡಾಕ್ಟರು ಹ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ವಾಶ್ ಮಾಡಿಕೊಂಡೆ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಹೋಗ್ತಾನೆ. ಅದು ದಟ್ಸ್ ಆಕ್ಚುಲಿ ಗುಡ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ. ಅಂಡರ್ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡ್? ಈ ರೀತಿಯಲ್ಲಿ. ಸೊ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಾಗತ್ತಂದ್ರೆ ಟೋಟಲಿ ಮಾಡರ್ನ್ ಮೆಡಿಸಿನ್ ಅನ್ನೋದು ಡೆಫಿನೆಟ್ಲಿ ದೇರ್ ಆರ್ ಮೆನಿ ಮಿಸ್ಟೇಕ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ಹ್ಯಾಪನಿಂಗ್. ವಿ ನೀಡ್ ಟು ಅಂಡರ್ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡ್. ಓಕೆ? ಸೊ ದೆನ್ what is the, I mean, so some problems they are going on currently also, they are not able to solve. One major issue is the doctors not trained for the so called nutrition and diet. No doctor is trained. Understand? So that is the biggest problem. ಏನಾಗತ್ತಂದ್ರೆ ಈ ಮಾಡರ್ನ್ ಮೆಡಿಕಲ್ ಸಿಸ್ಟಮ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ, ನವೀನ ವೈದ್ಯದಲ್ಲಿ ಇರುವಂತ ಮೈನ್ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಏನಂದ್ರೆ ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ಸ್ಗೆ ಈ ಪೋಷಕ ಆಹಾರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಯಾವುದೂ ಐಡಿಯಾ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಡೈಟು, ನ್ಯೂಟ್ರಿಷನ್ ಯಾವುದು ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ. ಅದು ತುಂಬಾ ತೊಂದರೆ ಕೊಡ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತಾ? ಎಷ್ಟೋ ವರ್ಷಗಳು ಓದ್ತಾರೆ. ದೇ ಸ್ಟಡಿ ಫಾರ್ ಮೆನಿ ಸೆವೆರಲ್ ಇಯರ್ಸ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ. ದೇ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ನೋ ಐಡಿಯಾ ಅಬೌಟ್ ನ್ಯೂಟ್ರಿಷನ್. ದೇ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ವೆರಿ ಲೆಸ್ ಎಜುಕೇಶನ್ ಅಬೌಟ್ ದ ನ್ಯೂಟ್ರಿಷನ್. ದಿಸ್ ಈಸ್ ದಿ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್. ದೇ ಆರ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪರ್ಟ್ಸ್ ಅಟ್ the modern medical doctors are experts at diagnosing the disease, writing the medicines, right? And but they are very poor. No idea about diet advices or nutrition advices. They are very poor. So ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ఐడియా ಇಲ್ಲ. వాళ్ళకి మోడర్న్ మెడికల్ డాక్టర్ ఉండేది డయాగ్నోస్ చేస్తారు డిసీజ్ను. దానికి మెడిసిన్ కాస్ట్లీ మెడిసిన్ రాస్తారు. అంతవరకు ఓకే కదా. ఏదైనా అర్జెన్సీ ఉంటే ఆపరేషన్ చేస్తారు, సర్జరీస్ చేస్తారు. దట్స్ ఆల్సో ఓకే, ఇజంట్ ఇట్? బట్ ఈ డైట్ గురించి, డిసీజ్ అంటే ఏదో వ్యాధి ఉంది కదా, వ్యాధిని మూలం నుంచి తొలగించాలి. ఓకే? దాన్ని కంట్రోల్ చేసేది కాదు. డయాబెటీస్ కంట్రోల్, నో. డయాబెటీస్ హ్యాస్ టు బి రివర్స్డ్ అట్ ఎనీ కాస్ట్. ఓకే? simplest method is, for example, Nawara rice. You know Nawara rice? All of you might be knowing it. You might have heard about it. Very simple. Nawara rice is a desi variety of rice, which is very much available now also. If you consume that on a daily basis, instead of consuming a white rice, forget about white rice. Forget about wheat chapati. Wheat chapati, Glutamine is very much. Don't eat chapati in your whole life. Cut the chapati itself. Especially the wheat chapati. Okay? Godi, Java Godi, okay. But normal Godi, which is coming from Punjab, isn't it? Don't eat at all in your life. If you are eating glutamine, a chapati in your life daily or sometimes, you will be a permanent patient for the diabetic doctor. You should not do that. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತಾ? ಸೊ ಈ ಗೋಧಿ ಚಪಾತಿ ಇದೆಯಲ್ಲ, ಅದು ತಿನ್ನಬಾರದು. ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ಗ್ಲುಟಮಿನ್ ಅಂತ ಇರ್ತದೆ. ಅದು ತುಂಬಾ ಮದ್ದುಗಳು, ರಾಸಾಯನಿಕ ಮದ್ದುಗಳು, ಪೆಸ್ಟಿಸೈಡ್ಸ್, ಕೆಮಿಕಲ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ವಾ, ಈ ಫರ್ಟಿಲೈಸರ್ಸ್ ಹಾಕಿ ಬೆಳೆಸ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ಅದು ಒಳ್ಳೇದಲ್ಲ. ಅದು ತಗೋಬಾರದು, ತಿನ್ನಬಾರದು, ಲೈಫ್ ಲಾಂಗ್ ತಿನ್ನಬಾರದು. ಅದೇ ರೀತಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ನಿಮಗೆ ಡಯಾಬಿಟಿಸ್ ಹೋಗ್ಲಾಡಿಸ್ಬೇಕಂತ ಅನ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ರೆ ಈ ಬಿಳಿ ರೈಸು, ಬಿಳಿ ಅಕ್ಕಿ, ಪಾಲಿಶ್ ರೈಸು, ಸೋನಾ ಮಸೂರೆ ಎಲ್ಲ ತೆಗಿಬಿಡಿ ಲೈಫಿಂದ. ರಿಮೂವ್ ಎವ್ರಿಥಿಂಗ್. ದೆನ್ ವಾಟ್ ಟು ಡೂ? ಟೇಕ್ ದಿ ನವಾರಾ ರೈಸ್. ಬಹುರೂಪಿ ಶ್ರೀಕೃಷ್ಣ ದೇವರಾಯಲು ಆ ರಾಜ ತಿಂತಾ ಇದ್ದ ಬಹುರೂಪಿ ಅಂತ. ರಾಜಮುಡಿ, ಮೈಸೂರು ರಾಜವಂಶ ಎಲ್ಲ ತಿಂತಾ ಇದ್ರು. ಅದು ನಾವು ಯಾಕೆ ಮಾಡ್ಕೋಬಾರ್ದು? ಅದು ಏನಿಲ್ಲ, ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಮಿಲ್ಲೆಟ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ ನೀವು ಸಿರಿಧಾನ್ಯಗಳು ಕೊಂಡ್ಕೊಂತೀರಲ್ಲ, ಸಿರಿಧಾನ್ಯಗಳು ಪರ್ಚೇಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಿರಲ್ಲ, ಅದು ಆಲ್ಮೋಸ್ಟ್ ಈಗ 120, 130 per kg ಇದೆ. ನವಾರ ರೈಸು ಅದು ಅಷ್ಟೇ, 110 rupees, 110, 120 ನವಾರ ರೈಸ್ ಸಿಗತ್ತೆ. ನವಾರ ರೈಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮೆಡಿಸಿನ್ ಫಾರ್ ದಿ ಸೋ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ ಡಯಾಬಿಟಿಸ್ ಪೇಷಂಟ್ಸ್. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತಾ? ಅದನ್ನು ಉಪಯೋಗಿಸ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ ಸಾಕು. ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಗಟ್ಟಿಯಾಗಿರುತ್ತೆ ರೈಸು, ಬಟ್ ಅದೇನಾಗತ್ತಂದ್ರೆ ತುಂಬಾ ಒಳ್ಳೆ ಫೈಬರು, ಒಳ್ಳೆ ಮಿನರಲ್ಸು, ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ಎಲ್ಲ ಪೋಷಕಾಂಶಗಳು, ಎಲ್ಲ ಮಿನರಲ್ಸ್ ಇದೆ ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತಾ? ಅಷ್ಟು ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ. ಈ ರೀತಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ಅಭ್ಯಾಸ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊತ ಹೋಗ್ಬೇಕು. ಡಯಾಬಿಟಿಸ್ ಅನ್ನು ರಿವರ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೋಬೇಕು. ಮಾಡರ್ನ್ ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ಸ್ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಮೆಡಿಸಿನ್ ತಿಂತಾನೇ ಹೋಗ್ಬಾರ್ದು. ಮುದ್ರಗಲ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ, ಆಕುಪ್ರೆಷರ್ ಮಾಡಿ, ಅಲ್ವಾ, ಶಿವಂಬು ಚಿಕಿತ್ಸೆ ಮಾಡಿ, ಇಷ್ಟೆಲ್ಲ ಇದ್ಕೊಂಡು ಯಾಕೆ ನಾವು ಸಫರ್ ಆಗ್ಬೇಕು ಲೈಫ್ ಲಾಂಗ್? ಡಯಾಬಿಟಿಸ್ ಡಯಾಬಿಟಿಸ್ ಅಂತ ಇತ್ತೀಚಿನ ಸಮಯದಲ್ಲಿ ನಮ್ಮ ಸೊಸೈಟಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡಿದ್ರೆ, ಯಾವ ಮನೆ బాగలు తట్టిದ್ರೆ, ಯಾವ ఇండ్లు వాళ్ళ వాళ్ళ వాకిల్ని చప్పుడు చేస్తే, వాళ్ళ వాకిల్ని తెరిస్తే చాలు, వాళ్ళు అడిగి తెరిస్తే, వాళ్ళను జస్ట్ పలకరిస్తే చాలు డయాబెటీస్ అని చెప్తారు. ప్రతి ఇంట్లో వాళ్ళు, ఒక్కొక్క ఇంట్లో ఒక డయాబెటీస్ అట్లీస్ట్ 2-3 ఇండ్లకి ఒక్కొక్క డయాబెటీస్ పేషెంట్ బయటకు వస్తున్నారు. ఇది ఎంత, సో చెప్పాలంటే మనం మోడర్న్గా ఇంత టెక్నాలజీ డెవలప్ అయింది, సైంటిఫిక్గా డెవలప్ అవుతున్నాము కదా, మోడర్న్ మెడికల్ సిస్టమ్ చాలా గ్రేట్గా ఉంది అని చెప్తున్నారు. రాబోట్స్ తయారు చేశారు కదా, వేరే గ్రహాలకు పోతున్నాం, అన్నీ చేస్తున్నాం. కానీ ఒక డయాబెటీస్ను అంటే ఒక డయాబెటీస్ను మన నుంచి దూరం చేయలేకున్నాం అంటే అర్థం చేసుకోండి. చేయొచ్చు, చేయకూడదు ఏం లేదు. అదే సరైన దానికి కావాల్సిన వైద్యం, దానికి కావాల్సిన విద్య కావాలి. సరైన విద్య, సరైనటువంటి సలహాలు కావాలి. అది లోపించింది సొసైటీలో. ఓకే, జస్ట్ డయాబెటీస్ ఉన్న వాళ్ళు డిప్ డైట్ అని చెప్పాం మనం. వీఆర్ టోల్డ్ అబౌట్ డిప్ డైట్. యూ జస్ట్ ఫాలో ఫర్ 3 days. యువర్ డయాబెటీస్ లెవెల్, it will drop down to 150 within 3 days. I'm telling you, 72 hours, if you follow the dip diet. Okay, these many techniques we explained in this so-called Arun Mahata TV. In all the language we explained all this. Okay friends, now some more things I'll tell you. Modern doctors, what they say is eat less, move more. There is one statement. ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ತಪ್ಪಿದೆ. ಏನದಂತಂದ್ರೆ, ನಾವು ತುಂಬ ಕಡಿಮೆ ತಿನ್ನಬೇಕು, ಹೆಚ್ಚು ಓಡಾಡಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಒಂದು వాక్య ಇದೆ. అంటే మోడర్న్ డాక్టర్స్ కొన్ని చెప్తూ ఉంటారు. దాంట్లో ఒక పాయింట్ చెప్తాను మీకు. తక్కువ తినాలి, ఎక్కువ నడచాలి, ఎక్కువ కదులుతూ ఉండాలి అని చెప్తారు. అది బాగానే ఉంది. కాకపోతే ನಮ್ಮ ದೇಹದಲ್ಲಿ ಹಾರ್ಮೋನ್ಸ್ ಎಫೆಕ್ಟ್ ಏನು, ಮೆಟಬಾಲಿಸಮ್ ಏನು, ಅದನ್ನು ನೋಡ್ಬೇಕಾಗತ್ತೆ. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ನಮಗೆ we all understood, yes, eating less, moving more, it will be helpful. But what about hormones? What about metabolism? Hormones ಪರಿಸ್ಥಿತಿ ಏನು? Metabolism and hormones, that depends upon again our own mind. ಅಲ್ವಾ? ಕಮ್ಮಿ ತಿಂದ್ರೆ, ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ನಡಕೆ, ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ, ಪರಿಶ್ರಮ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ದೇಹ ಆರೋಗ್ಯವಂತವಾಗಿರುತ್ತೆ, ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್. ಆದರೆ ಸೊ ನಮ್ಮ ಆಲೋಚನೆಗಳು ಹೇಗೆ ಇಟ್ಕೋಬೇಕು? ಹೌ ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಕೀಪ್ ಅವರ್ ಮೈಂಡ್ ಪ್ರಾಪರ್ಲಿ. ಮಾನಸಿಕ ವೈದ್ಯ ಹೇಗೆ ಮಾಡ್ಕೋಬೇಕು? ಮಾನಸಿಕ ವಿದ್ಯೆ ಇದ್ರೆ ಮಾನಸಿಕ ವೈದ್ಯ ಮಾಡ್ಕೋಬಹುದು. ಮಾನಸಿಕ ಚಿಕಿತ್ಸೆಗಳು, ಮಾನಸಿಕ ವಿದ್ಯೆ ಬೇಕು ಅದಕ್ಕೆ. ಮಾನಸಿಕ ವಿದ್ಯೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು? ಒಳ್ಳೆ ಆಲೋಚನೆಗಳು ಮಾಡೋದು, ಅಫರ್ಮೇಷನ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋದು, ಪ್ರೇಯರ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋದು, ಚಾಂಟಿಂಗ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋದು, ಮೆಡಿಟೇಷನ್ ಮಾಡೋದು, ಪ್ರಾಣಾಯಾಮ ಮಾಡೋದು, ಇವೆಲ್ಲ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇರಬೇಕು. ಸ್ವರ ವಿಜ್ಞಾನ ಮಾಡ್ಕೋಬೇಕು. ಸ್ವರ ವಿಜ್ಞಾನ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ನಮ್ಮ ಎಡಗಡೆ ಶ್ವಾಸವನ್ನು ಹೆಚ್ಚು ಮಾಡ್ಕೊತಾ ಇರುವಾಗ ಮೈಂಡ್ ಕೂಲ್ ಡೌನ್ ಆಗತ್ತೆ. ಇವೆಲ್ಲ ಯಾರು ಹೇಳ್ಕೊಡ್ತಾರೆ? ಸನಾತನ ಧರ್ಮದ ಎಲ್ಲ ಇದೆ. ನೀವು ಮಾಡರ್ನ್ ಮೆಡಿಕಲ್ ಹತ್ರ ಹೋಗೋದು ಬೇಕಾಗಿಲ್ಲ. ಸುಮ್ಮನೆ ಒಳ್ಳೆ ಹಾಸ್ಪಿಟ್ಲ್ ಕಾಣಿಸಿದೆ ಅಂತ ಹೊರಗಡೆ ದೂರದಲ್ಲ, ದೂರದ ಮೇಲೆ ಮತ್ತೆ ನೀವು ಆಚೆ ಕಡೆ ಬರೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ಆಯ್ತಾ? ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಎಲ್ಲ ರೆಡಿ ಇರ್ತದೆ, ನಿಮ್ಗೆಲ್ಲ ಏನೇನು ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಮಾಡಿ ಕೊನೆಗೆ ಒಳ್ಳೆ ಟಿಕೆಟ್ ಕೊಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಆಯ್ತಾ? ಮತ್ತೆ ವಾಪಸ್ಸೇ ಬರೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ಹೊರಗಡೆ ಹೋಗೋದೇ ಗೊತ್ತು, ಹೊರಗಡೆ ಕರೆಸೋದು ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ. ಅಂತ ಪದ್ಧತಿಗಳಿದೆ. ಬಟ್ ಜನಕ್ಕೆ ಏನಂದ್ರೆ, ಒಂದು ರೀತಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಈ ಮೂಢನಂಬಿಕೆ ಅಂತ ಏನ್ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಲ್ಲ, ಅದೇ ರೀತಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಬ್ಲೈಂಡ್ ಬಿಲೀಫ್ ಅದ್ರ ಮೇಲೆ ಬಂದ್ಬಿಟ್ಟಿದೆ ಆಲ್ರೆಡಿ. ಇದನ್ನು ತೊಲಗಿಸಕ್ಕೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಪ್ರಯತ್ನ, ಇಂಥ ವೇದಿಕೆಗಳು ಎಷ್ಟೋ ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ಅದು ಕೇಳಿಸ್ಕೋಬೇಕು ನಾವು ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ. ಆಯ್ತಾ? ಮನೆ ಮದ್ದುಗಳು ಎಷ್ಟಿದೆ, ನಮ್ಮ ಮಧುರಾ ಮೇಡಮ್ ಎಷ್ಟು ಹೇಳ್ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಸುಮಾರು ಮನೆ ಮದ್ದುಗಳು ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಅವರು. ಅವೆಲ್ಲ ನಾವು ಪ್ರಾಕ್ಟೀಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರೆ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ? Madhura madam has given so many home remedies on this platform itself in Kannada language. Okay, so those you have to follow properly. For every small disease, there is one particular home remedy. That's all. Why do we need a costly medicine? Why do we need a costly doctor? Why do we need a costly diagnosis, first of all? Isn't it? Okay. So, ಇದು ಒಂದು. Next, second one, another statement they give is low fat diets are best for health. But the truth is opposite. ನೆನ್ಪಿಟ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ, ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಕಡಿಮೆ ಕೊಬ್ಬು ಅನ್ನೋದು ಆರೋಗ್ಯಕ್ಕೆ ಒಳ್ಳೆಯದು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಅದು ಒಂದು ರಿಸರ್ಚ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಅವ್ರು ಕಂಡಿಟ್ಟಿರೋದು. ಬಟ್ ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ರಾಂಗ್. ನಿಮಗೆ ಕೊಬ್ಬು ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಬೇಕು ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಒಳ್ಳೆ ಕೊಬ್ಬು ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಬೇಕೇ ಬೇಕು. ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನಿಮಗೆ ಹಾರ್ಮೋನ್ಸ್ ಉತ್ಪತ್ತಿ ಆಗಲ್ಲ, ಎಂಜೈಮ್ಸ್ ತಯಾರಾಗಲ್ಲ, ಪ್ರೋಟೀನ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಒಳಗಡೆ ಕಣಜಾಲ, ಅದೇ ಹೇಳ್ಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ ಜೀವ ಕಣಗಳು ನಿರ್ಮಾಣ ಆಗಲ್ಲ, ಆರೋಗ್ಯವಂತ ಅವಯವಗಳು ಸಿಗಲ್ಲ, ಆರೋಗ್ಯವಂತ ಅಂಗಗಳು ನಿರ್ಮಾಣ ಆಗಲ್ಲ. ಇಷ್ಟೆಲ್ಲ ಕೆಲಸ ಆಗತ್ತೆ, ಇಷ್ಟೆಲ್ಲ ತಪ್ಪುಗಳಾಗತ್ತೆ. ನಾವು ಕೆಟ್ಟ ಕೊಬ್ಬು ಅಂತ ಎಲ್ಲ ಕಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದಿ ತಂದ್ರೆ ಅಷ್ಟು ತೊಂದರೆಗಳಾಗತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ದಿ ಗುಡ್ cholesterol is always good. It is good for the health and it is important and mandatory for the best health. You have to take high cholesterol only. Doesn't mean that don't eat non-vegetarian. Don't eat eggs. Non-vegetarian. Don't take it because they have hormonal injections within that. It is very, very dangerous for health. And also any non-vegetarian, any animal, okay? Animal or egg, whatever, if you are eating that, within that there are so-called negative mental feelings are stored inside that. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಭಯ ಅಂತ ಅನ್ನೋದು ಸಾವು ಸಮಯದಲ್ಲಿ ಭಯ ಅಂತ ಬರುತ್ತಲ್ಲ, ಅದರಿಂದ ಒಂಥರ ಕೆಮಿಕಲ್ಸ್ ರಿಲೀಸ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಪ್ರತಿಯೊಂದು ದೇಹದಲ್ಲಿ, ಪ್ರತಿಯೊಂದು ಜಂತುವಲ್ಲಿ. ಯಾವುದೇ ಸಾವು ಗುರಿ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರೆ ಆ ರೀತಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. కాబట్టి మనము ఎక్కువగా ఈ కొలెస్ట్రాల్ తీసుకోవాలని చెప్పేసి నాన్ వెజిటేరియన్, గుడ్లు ఇలాంటివి తినకపోరాదు. తీసుకుంటే ఏమవుతుంది, దాని లోపల మాంసంతో పాటు అనేక హార్మోన్ ఇంజెక్షన్స్ కలిపి ఉంటారు. ఈ మోడర్న్ సిస్టంలో, ఇప్పుడున్నటువంటి నవీన ప్రపంచంలో మీరు చూడొచ్చు. ఆ విధంగానే ఈ మాంసము, ఈ ఇండస్ట్రీస్ పనిచేస్తున్నాయి. ఎక్కువ మాంసం ఉత్పత్తి చేయాలని చెప్పేసి ఒక కోడికి ఒక కోడి కానీ కోడి పుంజు కానీ దానికి ఇచ్చేటువంటి ఇంజెక్షన్ చూస్తారు కదా. Within 45 days, it becomes 3 to 4 kgs. How come? 6 months it required actually. It needs 6 months to grow to the weight of 3 to 4 kgs, friends. But within 45 days, they develop it and they sell it. Okay? So that is why never ever go to the non-vegetarian diet just because you will get more protein. And that protein is also not digestible protein. It is a animal protein which is never digestible within our human system. Human system can digest plant-based protein very, very easily and no side effects at all. Understood? So follow that properly. And high cholesterol diet is also important. For example, ಒಳ್ಳೆ coconut oil, virgin coconut oil, A2 ghee, right? ಇಂಥದೆಲ್ಲ ಈ ಚಿಯಾ ಸೀಡ್ಸು, ಫ್ಲಾಕ್ಸ್ ಸೀಡ್ಸು, ಇಂಥವೆಲ್ಲ ತಿಂತಾ ಇರಬೇಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ. ಮತ್ತೆ ಈ ಬಟರ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಲ್ಲ, ಒಳ್ಳೆ ಬಟರ್, A2 ಬಟರ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನಮ್ಮ ದೇಸಿ ತಳಿಯ ಆ ಹಾಲಿಂದ ಉತ್ಪನ್ನ ಆಗಿರುವಂತ ಬೆಣ್ಣೆ ಮತ್ತೆ ಬಟರು ಬೆಣ್ಣೆ, ಆಮೇಲೆ ಅದರಿಂದ ಬರುವಂತ ಈ ತುಪ್ಪ, ಇವೆಲ್ಲ ಒಳ್ಳೇದು. ಇಟ್ಸ್ ಆಲ್ ಗುಡ್ ಫಾರ್ ಎ ಗುಡ್ ಕೊಲೆಸ್ಟ್ರಾಲ್, ಗುಡ್ ಫ್ಯಾಟ್. ಇಟ್ಸ್ ರಿಕ್ವೈರ್ಡ್, ವೆರಿ ಮಚ್ ರಿಕ್ವೈರ್ಡ್. ಆಯ್ತಾ? ಇದನ್ನು ನೆನಪಿಟ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. ಆಯ್ತಾ? ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್, ಕ್ಯಾಲರೀಸ್ ಆಲ್ ದಟ್ ಮ್ಯಾಟರ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. ಥರ್ಡ್ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ. ಇದು ಒಂಥರ ತಪ್ಪಾಗಿ ಅರ್ಥ ಮಾಡಿಕೊಂಡು ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ಸ್ ಹೇಳೋದನ್ನು ಈ ರೀತಿ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ, ಕ್ಯಾಲರೀಸ್ ಆಲ್ ದಟ್ ಮ್ಯಾಟರ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. ಬಟ್ ಅವ್ರೇನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ, ಕ್ಯಾಲರೀಸ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನಾವು ಎಷ್ಟು ತಿಂದಿದೀವಿ, ಎಷ್ಟು ಕ್ಯಾಲರೀಸ್ ನಮಗೆ ಸಿಕ್ಕಿದೆ ಅಂತ ಮಾತ್ರ ನೋಡ್ತಾ ಇರ್ತಾರೆ ಮಾಡರ್ನ್ ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ಸ್. ಬಟ್ ಯಾವ ಆಹಾರ ತಿಂತಾ ಇದ್ರಿ, ಎಂತ ಕ್ವಾಲಿಟಿ ಆಹಾರ ತಿಂತಾ ಇದ್ರಿ, ಅದು ಬಹಳ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ನಿಮ್ಮ ದೇಹವನ್ನು, ನಿಮ್ಮ ಮೈಂಡ್ ಅನ್ನು ಎರಡನ್ನೂ ಪ್ರಭಾವಿತ ಮಾಡುವಂತ ಶಕ್ತಿ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಆಹಾರಕ್ಕಿದೆ. ಸೊ ದ ಫುಡ್ ವಾಟ್ ವಿ ಈಟ್, ದ ಕ್ವಾಲಿಟಿ ಆಫ್ ದ ಫುಡ್ ಅಂಡ್ ದ ಟೈಪ್ ಆಫ್ ಫುಡ್ ವಾಟ್ ಯು ಈಟ್, ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಗೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಟು ಅಫೆಕ್ಟ್ ಯುವರ್ ಮೈಂಡ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಬಾಡಿ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟ್ಲಿ. You have to remember this. You have to understand this point very thoroughly. Not that, I eat so much food, I get so many calories. Isn't it? I eat so many groundnuts, I eat so much protein, so much calories. I eat so and so, you know, any other food, whatever it may be. ಸೊ ವೆಜಿಟಬಲ್ಸು, ಫ್ರೂಟ್ಸು, ಆಮೇಲೆ ಗ್ರೈನ್ಸು ಎಲ್ಲ ಏನೇ ಪದಾರ್ಥ ತಿಂದರೆ ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ಇಷ್ಟು ಕ್ಯಾಲರೀಸ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. ಬಿಟ್ಟರೆ ಆ ಕ್ಯಾಲರೀಸ್ ಜೊತೆಗೆ ಆಹಾರದ ಪ್ರಭಾವ ಹೇಗಿರ್ತದೆ ನಿಮ್ಮ ದೇಹದ ಮೇಲೆ, మనస్సు ಮೇಲೆ ಅಂತ అర్థం ಮಾಡ್ಕೋಬೇಕು ನಾವು. ఇప్పుడు మనం తినే ఆహారంలో ప్రతి ఆహారాన్ని మోడర్న్ డాక్టర్స్ ఎట్లా కొలుస్తారంటే ఇన్ని క్యాలరీస్ వస్తాయి తినేయండి అని చెప్తారు. అది ఏమి అని వాళ్ళు చెప్పరు. అంటే ఇప్పుడు ఉదాహరణకి మనం సూపర్ మార్కెట్ పోతాం, అక్కడ ఎన్నో ఉంటాయి పదార్థాలు, రకరకాల ప్యాకెట్లు పెట్టింటారు, అన్నీ కలర్ఫుల్గా ఉంటాయి అన్ని ప్యాకెట్స్. దాని వెనక ఇది తింటే ఇన్ని క్యాలరీస్ వస్తాయి అని రాసి ఉంటారు. దాన్ని తీసుకొని వస్తాం, తినేస్తాం. అంటే అక్కడ చూసి ఇన్ని క్యాలరీస్ వస్తాయంటే అది మాత్రమే నమ్ముతున్నాం, కానీ దాని నుంచి మన దేహానికి మనసుకి ఎంత ప్రభావం ఉంటుంది అనేది కూడా చూడాలి. ఇంకా వేరే విధంగా ఏం తొందరలు ఉంటాయని చూడాలి. అందుకే ఏం చేయాలంటే ఎప్పుడు కూడా ನ್ಯಾಚುರಲ್ ಫುಡ್ ಈಸ್ ಆಲ್ವೇಸ್ ಬೆಸ್ಟ್. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತಾ? ನ್ಯಾಚುರಲ್ ಫಾರ್ಮಿಂದ, ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟ್ ನ್ಯಾಚುರಲ್ ಫಾರ್ಮಿಂದ ಬಂದಿರೋದು ಆಲ್ಮೋಸ್ಟ್. ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಮಾರ್ಪಿಡಿ ಆಗಬಾರ್ದು. ಐ ಮೀನ್ ವಾಟ್ ಐ ಮೀನ್ ಟು ಸೇ ಇಸ್, along with calories, you must know about the type of food, quality of the food, very, very essential for us. Because it is going to affect your body and mind in a greater manner. So, what is best for us? Always, I told in the many classes also, the natural food which comes from the farmer, which comes from the field, is always best suitable for our body. Okay? And should not be so much. Of course, after getting from the farmer, some of the foods we can directly eat. For example, carrot, I can directly eat. I can't eat mulangi just like that. Okay? సో అంటే ముల్లంగిని తీసుకొని డైరెక్ట్గా కొరికి తినలేం, క్యారెట్ తినొచ్చు కదా. సో లాస్ట్ క్లాస్లో చెప్పాను, బీట్రూట్ కొద్ది తగ్గించండి అని చెప్పాను కదా. So there are three foods which we think as a super foods, but they're also attacking us because they provide more oxalates. ಈಗಾಗಲೇ ನಾವು ಹೇಳಿದ್ವಿ, ಇಂದಿನ ಕ್ಲಾಸಲ್ಲಿ ಹೇಳ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ವಿ ಅಲ್ಲ. ಆ ರೀತಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಆ ಜ್ಞಾನ ಇದ್ರೆ ಯಾವುದು ಕಡಿಮೆ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, ಯಾವ್ದು ಹೆಚ್ಚು ತಿನ್ನಬೇಕು, ಎಲ್ಲ ಆ ಜ್ಞಾನ ಇರಬೇಕು ನಮ್ಮ ಹತ್ರ. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಫುಡ್ ಕ್ವಾಲಿಟಿ ಇರಬೇಕು, ಮತ್ತೆ ಯಾವ ಟೈಪ್ ಆಫ್ ಫುಡ್ ತಿಂತಾ ಇದ್ವಿ ಅದರ ಕ್ವಾಲಿಟಿ ಏನು, ಈ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಅರಿವು ಇಟ್ಕೊಂಡು ಜ್ಞಾನ ಇಟ್ಕೊಂಡು ತಿನ್ಬೇಕಷ್ಟೇ. ಸೊ ದಟ್ ವಿ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಪ್ರೊಟೆಕ್ಟ್ ಅವರ್ ಹೆಲ್ತ್ naturally, without help of any doctor, without the help of any other second person, isn't it? So our home itself will become a best chikisalaya. Our home itself is a best hospital, a best clinic. ನಮ್ಮ ಮನೆನೇ ಒಂಥರ ಅದ್ಭುತವಾದ ವೈದ್ಯಶಾಲೆ ಆಗತ್ತೆ. ಆ ರೀತಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ತಯಾರು ಮಾಡ್ಕೋಬೇಕು, ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಆಚೆ ಕಡೆ ಓದಬೇಕಾಗಿಲ್ಲ, ನೆನ್ಪಿಟ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. ಎಲ್ಲ ವಿಧಾನಗಳು ಈ ವೇದಿಕದಲ್ಲಿ ಮಹಾತಾರ್ ಫೌಂಡೇಶನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಹೇಳ್ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ವಿ, ಆಯ್ತಾ. ಇಷ್ಟುವರೆಗೂ ಯಾವುದೇ ಕಮ್ಮಿ ಮಾಡಿಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಪಾಲನೆ ಮಾಡಿ ಸಾಕು, ಆಯ್ತಾ. ಉದಾಹರಣೆಗೆ ಸ್ಕಿನ್ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ಸ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಸ್ಕಿನ್ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ಸ್ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ ನಾವು, ಏನೇನೋ ಆಯಿಂಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ಗಳು, ಕ್ರೀಮ್ಗಳು, ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ಸು, ಡರ್ಮಟಾಲಜಿಸ್ಟು, ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಹೋದ್ರೆ ಇಷ್ಟೆಷ್ಟು ಯಾವುದು ಕ್ರೀಮ್ಸ್ ಕೊಡ್ತಾರೆ, ಹೈ ಎಂಡ್ ಮೆಡಿಸಿನ್ ಕೊಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಸೊ ಎಷ್ಟು ಕೊಡ್ತಾರೆ ಅವರು ಡರ್ಮಟಾಲಜಿ, ಎಷ್ಟು ಟೆಸ್ಟ್ಗಳು ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಎಲ್ಲ ಮಾಡಿದ ಮೇಲೇನು ಅವ್ರು ಕೊಡುವಂಥ ಮದ್ದಿಯಿಂದ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಚರ್ಮದ ಆರೋಗ್ಯ ಇನ್ನೂ ಕೆಟ್ಟೋಗುತ್ತೆ, ರೈಟ್. ಇಫ್ ಯು ಮೀಟ್ ಎ ಡರ್ಮಟಾಲಜಿಸ್ಟ್ ಫಾರ್ ಯುವರ್ ಸ್ಕಿನ್ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್, ಎನಿ ಕೈಂಡ್ ಆಫ್ ಥಿಂಗ್, ಇಟ್ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಬಿ ಎ ವಿಟಿಲಿಗೋ, ವೈಟ್ ಪ್ಯಾಚಸ್ ಆರ್ ಬ್ಲ್ಯಾಕ್ ಪ್ಯಾಚಸ್ ಆರ್ ಎನಿ ಪಿಂಪಲ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ಎನಿಥಿಂಗ್, ಯು ಮೀಟ್ ಎ ಡರ್ಮಟಾಲಜಿಸ್ಟ್. The way they test, the way they give treatment, it is going to much more spoil your health. ಆ ಮೆಡಿಸಿನ್ ತಗೊಂಡ್ರೆ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಕಿಡ್ನಿ ಸ್ಪಾಯ್ಲ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, ಕಿಡ್ನೀಸ್ ಹಾಲ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಇಟ್ಸ್ ಆಲ್ ದಟ್ ಮೆಡಿಸಿನ್ಸ್, ದಿ ಸೋ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ ಸ್ಟ್ರಾಂಗ್ ಡೋಸಸ್, which will not remove any kind of a skin problem, but in fact indirectly it is going to damage your kidney. Understand? And it is going to damage your microbiome, so called microbacteria within your gut, that will be damaged again. So your immunity also comes down. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ಅದಕ್ಕೂ ಸ್ಕಿನ್ ಏನೇ ತೊಂದರೆಗಳಿದ್ರೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ಈಸಿಯಾಗಿ ನಾವು ಚಿಕಿತ್ಸೆ ಮಾಡ್ಕೋಬಹುದು ಮನೆಯಲ್ಲಿ. మన ఇంట్లో మనము చర్మ ఆరోగ్యం బాగాలేదంటే డర్మలరైటిస్ చర్మ వ్యాధి నిపుణుల దగ్గర పోతాం కదా. వాళ్ళు ఇచ్చే మెడిసిన్స్, వాళ్ళు ఇచ్చే ఆ ఇంజెక్షన్స్, స్ట్రాంగ్ ఇంజెక్షన్స్ కదా, వాళ్ళు ఇచ్చే క్రీమ్స్ ఏదైనా అప్లై చేయండి. మీ యొక్క చర్మ ఆరోగ్యం తగ్గకపోగా ఇంకా పెరుగుతుంది. చర్మ వ్యాధిగలు చర్మ వ్యాధి ఇంకా పెరుగుతుంది కానీ తగ్గదు అది. అవునా కదా? కావాలంటే మీరు ప్రయత్నం చేయండి. తెల్ల మచ్చలు వస్తాయి కదా, తర్వాత పింపుల్స్ వస్తాయి, తర్వాత బ్లాక్ ప్యాచెస్, ఇక్కడ బ్యాక్ ప్యాచెస్ కానీ అన్నీ వస్తూ ఉంటాయి. సో బాడీ మీద ఎక్కడైనా చర్మ వ్యాధి, ఉదాహరణకి సోరియాసిస్ వస్తుంది, రక్తం కారుతూ ఉంటుంది. ಸೂರ್ಯಾಸಸ್ ಅಂತ ವ್ಯಾಧಿ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ರಕ್ತ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಈ ದೇಹದಿಂದ ಸುರಿತಾ ಇರ್ತದೆ. ಅಂಥದನ್ನು ಸಹ ನಾವು ಎಷ್ಟು ನೀಟಾಗಿ ಶಿವಮ ಚಿಕಿತ್ಸೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾಡ್ಕೋಬಹುದು. ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಯೂರಿನ್ ಥೆರಪಿ, ಆಟೋ ಯೂರಿನ್ ಥೆರಪಿ, ಇಫ್ ಯು ಅಪ್ಲೈ, ಓಕೆ, ಇಟ್ ಹಸ್ ಗಾಟ್ ಸೋ ಮಚ್ ಪವರ್. ಮೆನಿ ಪೀಪಲ್ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಕ್ಯೂರ್ಡ್ ಮೆನಿ ಆಫ್ ದ ಸ್ಕಿನ್ ಏಲ್ಮೆಂಟ್ಸ್ just by applying Shivampu therapy. It's possible. You can apply and try. Otherwise, coconut oil, turmeric, ಓಕೆ, ಜಿಂಜರ್ ಇಂಥದ್ದು ಅದು ಉಪಯೋಗಿಸ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಒಂದು ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಹೇಳ್ತೀನಿ, ಆ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಅನ್ನು ನೀವು ದಿನಾ ಪ್ರೆಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇರಿ. ಓಕೆ, ನೋಡಿ. ಸೊ ರೈಟ್ ಹ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಇದೆಲ್ಲ ರೈಟ್ ಹ್ಯಾಂಡ್, ನೋ ಲೆಫ್ಟ್ ಹ್ಯಾಂಡ್. ರೈಟ್ ಹ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಈ ನಕಲ್ ಇದೆ, ನಕಲ್ ನೋಡಿದ್ರ, ಇದು ಈ ಜಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಇದು. ಓಕೆ, ದಿಸ್ ರೈಟ್ ಹ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ರಿಂಗ್ ಫಿಂಗರ್, ಉಂಗುರ ಬೆರಳು. ಇದನ್ನು ಒಂದು 6 ಇಂದ 8 ಸರಿ, ಒಂದೊಂದು ಸರಿ ಅನೇಕ ಬಾರಿ, ಮಾರ್ನಿಂಗ್ ಟು ಈವ್ನಿಂಗ್, ಮೆನಿ ಟೈಮ್ಸ್ ಯು ಕೀಪ್ ಪ್ರೆಸ್ಸಿಂಗ್ ದಿಸ್ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್. This ring finger, first joint on the sides, you can keep pressing this joint. Any charma vyadhigalu, okay, skin diseases, the best point, which is actually, I'm trying to say that it is a marma point. So a marma point I'm trying to tell you. So how it is going to be helpful for you. Understood? Like this, many issues are created by modern medical system. Instead of solving them, they have created, they're actually called drug induced diseases. Okay, there's a very good books also, Death by Medicine. Okay, Death by Medicine, there's a very good book, you can read it. You go for a Amazon and search for the book, Death by Medicine. So like that, instead of solving the issues, solving the diseases, they have created with their own drugs, they have created many other diseases. It's like a 1+1, 1+2. You go for one disease, you get another 2 diseases. You understand? BP, blood pressure. Why you have to suffer for blood pressure all through the life? Not required. Generally, blood pressure, why it is going up nowadays is because of the stress is more. Okay, you don't practice meditation. Understand? Many people don't know meditation, they don't know pranayama, they won't practice any kind of a so-called the healing procedures. They won't do that. That is why they are suffering. Modern medical system will never teach that. Though yoga has become widely popular throughout the world, but still, you go to modern medicine doctor, he won't talk about yoga word itself. ನೀವು ನೋಡಿದ್ರಾ? ಯಾವುದೇ ಹಾಸ್ಪಿಟಲ್, ದೊಡ್ಡ ಹಾಸ್ಪಿಟ್ಲ್ಗೆ ಹೋಗಿ, ಸೂಪರ್ ಸ್ಪೆಷಾಲಿಟಿ ಹಾಸ್ಪಿಟ್ಲ್ಗೆ ಹೋಗಿ, ಮಾನಸಿಕವಾಗಿ ಒಂಥರ ಡಿಪ್ರೆಷನ್ ಆಗಿದ್ರೆ, ಮಾನಸಿಕ ರೋಗಗಳಿಗೆ ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ ಏನು ಹೇಳಬೇಕು? ಯೋಗ ಮಾಡಪ್ಪ, ನನ್ನ ಹತ್ರ ಬರಕ್ ಹೋಗ್ಬಿಡಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ಬೇಕು ಅಲ್ವಾ? ಅವ್ರು ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ? ದೇ ಗಿವ್ ಒಂದು ಸೈಕೋಥೆರಪಿ ಅಂತ ಒಬ್ಬರ ಕಲಿಸ್ತಾರೆ. ದೇ ಸೆಂಡ್ ಟು ದ psychotherapy doctor. He will give medicine for the brain. Where is mind? Mind is not in the brain, first of all. ನಿಮ್ಮ మనసు ఎల్లిదే? మీ మనసు ఎక్కడ ఉంది? మనసుకు మందు ఉందా? మనసుకు మందు ఉందా? లేదు. మానసిక వ్యాధులకు మందు లేదు. అర్థమైందా? మానసిక వ్యాధులకు మందు ఏమిటి అంటే ప్రశాంతత, ಶಾಂತಿ, ಪ್ರೇಮ, ಕರುಣ ಅಷ್ಟೇ ಇರೋದು. ನಿಮ್ಮ ಹೃದಯದಲ್ಲಿ ಕರುಣ, ಹೃದಯದಲ್ಲಿ ಪ್ರೇಮ, ಸಮಾನತ್ವ, ಸಮಾನ ಭಾವ, ಎಲ್ಲರ ಜೊತೆಗೆ ನಗನಗ್ತಾ ಇರೋದು. ಆಯ್ತಾ? ನಿಮ್ಮ ಪದೇ ಪದೇ ಯಾವುದೇ ಚಿಂತೆ ಮಾಡಬಾರ್ದು. ನೆಗೆಟಿವ್ ಥಿಂಕಿಂಗ್ ಯಾವಾಗಲೂ ಮಾಡಬಾರ್ದು. ಒಂದೇ ಆಲೋಚನೆಯನ್ನು ಪದೇ ಪದೇ ಮಾಡಬಾರ್ದು. ಅದನ್ನೇ ಸ್ಟ್ರೆಸ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳೋದು. ಆಯ್ತಾ? ఇష్టెల్లా తొలగించుకుంటే మానసిక వ్యాధులకు తావెళ్ళిదే. మానసిక వ్యాధులకు తావు ఎక్కడుంది ఈ ప్రపంచంలో? దానికి పోయి డాక్టర్ దగ్గర కూర్చుంటే సైకోథెరపిస్ట్ ఇచ్చే మందులు బ్రెయిన్ మీద పనిచేస్తాయి, కానీ మైండ్ మీద ఎలా పనిచేస్తాయి? మైండ్ బ్రెయిన్లో లేదు. యువర్ మైండ్ ఈజ్ నాట్ ఇన్ ద బ్రెయిన్. ఫస్ట్ ఆఫ్ ఆల్, బ్రెయిన్ ఈజ్ ఎ వన్ ఆర్గాన్ విచ్ కంట్రోల్ ద ఎంటైర్ బాడీ, which regulate the entire hormones, which maintain the like a telephonic exchange system. Like telephonic exchange, it works. It's a messaging center. But your mind is nothing but a consciousness, friends. Mind is everywhere. Mind is throughout the body. In every smallest cell also there is a mind. Every cell has got a mind. You know that? Every cell behave like a human being, humankind. You can't expect mind to be present in your brain. That is why no medicine for mental illness work or succeed. Forever they will not succeed. Let me tell you. They will fail. That's all. That is why whoever take this so-called psychotherapy medicines, in a long run, their brain become dead. They get a lot of other diseases, their memory power will be gone, mind will be, totally brain become dull, it can't be active, all the memory capacity will go out, thinking capacity will go, analytical analysis capacity will also go. Understand? So that is how you have to use your own common sense. Study, research. ನೀವೇ ಸಂಶೋಧನೆ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂತ ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ಪ್ರತಿಯೊಬ್ಬರಿಗೂ ದೇವರು the divine, the universe has given the wonderful, the so-called wonderful mind and the brain. The entire human being is a wonderful instrument. In fact, our own human body, along with the mind, right, along with the Chetana, that is consciousness, we are wonderful being here on this earth planet. You can think and develop everything. You don't need to go for a so-called big universities, then only you will become an expert. Nothing like that. Many of the yogis, many of the saints, many of the scientists, they have not studied, not much education. Still, they have done wonderful creations on this earth planet. How it was possible? It is only by applying your own thinking, your own research. Do that, continuously do that. You can also create wonderful things on this earth planet. There is no limitation. Let me tell you. Our Sanatana Dharma, what it says is everything is inside. Why do you go outside? Why do you search outside? For a small to big thing, you're always going outside, thinking about somebody who will help, who will come for your rescue. No, nothing required. Just close your eyes, search inside of yourself, sit comfortably, sit, in a closed space, apply your mind. You get lot of creativity from inside out, not outside to in. Okay? So do that. For that, meditation is much, much helpful, friends. Okay? So now let me summarize the today's, the whole subject. Here, few points. As I told you, first point is do your research. That means before taking any or accepting any treatment from the modern doctors, try to study yourself, whether it is good or bad, right? And go for all alternative systems. Use that also. Then if at all required, only go for a modern treatment, otherwise no. Okay? You can study, you can research, you can do your own research. They advise one surgery. We always tell, for example, many people comes, ಬ್ಯಾಕ್ ಪೇನ್ ಸರ್ಜರಿ, ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಸರ್ಜರಿ ಮಾಡ್ಕೋ. ನೋ, ಡೋಂಟ್ ಡೂ ದಟ್. Come to the Marma therapy, isn't it? And apply the mudras and apply the old Shivambu, isn't it? Do all this, it will perfect. And learn yoga, yogasanas, particularly for back pain. Do all this. Do your own research. Don't get into the directly a treatment which is suggested by a modern doctor. Your back will collapse. You can never recover in your life once you get operated. You know that many people have gone bad like this. There are very good exercises. There are very good so-called, these yoga asanas, yoga poses, which will relieve you. And otherwise, if you can't do yourself, come to the Marma therapy, sit comfortably. Marma doctor will activate your points. We can do in the reflexology. We can do in the panchakarma. How many methods are there? Why do you go for suddenly a sudden decision and take it and go for a surgery, and all the while and throughout your life you are permanently collapsed? Don't do that. Okay. Next, ask questions. Second one, if a doctor recommends something, ask how it. Ask first of all, first question why. Second question how it works, or ask him if there are any alternatives. Your own family doctor, a good friend of you, can suggest it. He can tell, okay, do this, but you can ask why, how it works. Can you suggest some alternatives before going to taking a harmful medicine, high doses, surgeries, all that? Do that. Next, third one is develop your own data, or ready, bring some data. Suppose if you research yourself, right, and if you find some important things from your friends or from our Sanatana Granthas, everywhere, anywhere, you pick up them, take all those, go and sit with your doctor and discuss. Okay. Many times what happen, no? A informed patients, like well studied patient, your doctors will accept. Sometimes they discuss with you. Don't think that every doctor is bad. Okay. All the doctors are not bad. Family doctors also, there are good people. They listen to you. They are open to. For example, some of our Mata members, right, meditators, they go and discuss Shivambu therapy with some doctor. They accept it. Yeah, it is very good. So I have also used in when I was small age. They also say that they openly accept it. They may not practice, because the modern medical system never came out in support of Shivambu therapy so far. But I'll tell you, there are 10 injections or 10 modern medicines are prepared by so-called Shivambu therapy. I'll send you today the list. Almost 15 medicines are there. All life-saving injections are there, which are prepared by urine, human urine. Okay? But they won't accept. That's how you discuss with your doctors. If you have good facts and after your research, you got very good things, go and sit with your doctor, your own family doctor, whoever it is close to you. They will accept whatever you say. If they are open, if they are not open, they'll reject it. Forget about them. Don't again approach them. That's how we need to do. Next, before going to the any surgery, high dose treatment, what you do is trust and verify. Get second opinions, especially to take major decisions. I told you, right? Surgery for the back pain, surgery for the knee pain, isn't it? Surgery for the thyroid, all these things. Okay. So that's how what you need to do is you have to yourself trust, like trust in the other systems, verify yourself which are good for you, right? All those things, you follow them. So that what happen, you can avoid all these kind of a major decisions. I mean, major surgeries or kind of a very harmful treatments. You can always avoid. There is always possibility within your hands. You have to use it. That is why now choice is only one thing with us. Okay, trusting everything blindly, which are coming from the modern medical system, or you have to develop your own research based facts, study properly, ask questions, okay, and take a active role on your own health. Don't be inactive. Don't be a kind of a passive person. Be an active person. Okay. So it's very much possible. And on Mahathar Foundation, Mahathar TV, in all the languages, across all the languages, we have spread or we have shared the complete wisdom with respect to bodily health, mental health, and spiritual health. There's nothing less on this platform. I can proudly say. On this occasion, I say because this is a topic, that kind of topic today we have chosen. Why we shouldn't believe or blindly accept so-called whatever modern medical system is giving. That's what the today's topic. We have gone through that, isn't it? See, many of the years, see, modern medical doctors have reputed, have neglected, have rejected the coconut oil. You know that? They said once upon a time, when the coconut oil was very popular in our India, American people, especially American studies and their own medical system, said that this coconut oil is very, very high in cholesterol. Don't eat it. It will develop heart blocks, all that. That means they said high cholesterol is the problem with the coconut oil. It was about 50, 60 years back, I'm telling you. In the recent time, what happened is again they made a ulta statement. No, no, no. Coconut oil is the best germ killer. It is the best and most best antibiotic, antiviral, antifungal, and which is best nutrition, and it digests like anything. Like it doesn't need any digestion energy also. You know that the moment you put in the mouth, it get digested, get into the blood immediately. And it also tell you, let me tell you, any bad cholesterol is there which will melt because of the coconut oil, virgin coconut oil. All these findings in the recent times, they themselves, the modern medical system has agreed again. Before that, how many number of people are killed or they are misled or miscommunicated by so-called modern medical system only, isn't it? Likewise, if I am keep telling examples by example, I have so many examples to tell you, which are really mistaken in the modern medical systems. Understood? And so that is how. So we have to be wise enough. We have to study. We have to research. We have to believe and trust our own ancient systems of healing. Understood? See, if at all in a ancient system, if somebody is not well, isn't it? They go to temple just in order to improve the energy, increase the energy. That's all they do. They were doing it. Whoever knows meditation, they were doing it. They were not going to any doctor at all. There was no need of a doctor. If at all they develop any physical complications, physical diseases, so they were using home remedies only, nothing else. That was our ancient system. Let's also let's develop ourselves towards that kind of system with all the great wisdom which we collected on this platform. Okay, so let's end this topic today, my dear friends. Thank you so much. Dhanyavad.